What's going on? I am Nando.
And I'm DJ.
And I'm Diggins.
And this is Mostly Nitpicking, a podcast where every week we pick apart a piece of pop culture by looking exclusively at the details. Woohoo!
Woohoo!
Ooh. This week, talking about the movie of one of the biggest hits of the year, one of the biggest movie events of the year. So far, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is the next closest thing to this? Project Hail Mary?
Yeah,
so far,
kind
that
of an
will come
event.
out.
I know so far. Like things we've
Yeah,
things that
I
have been
know.
big business.
I know this was only number 3 of the opening of the year. So
Yeah.
2 things have beaten that.
I mean,
think one of
Super
them
Mario
is
Brothers, I think, is also
Minions
up there.
and Monsters was that one too.
Minions
like,
and
so
Monsters
well.
was actually, as far as Minions movies go, not great.
Oh.
Yeah, it underperformed because they tried to make it good instead of stupid.
Yeah, that was their problem.
I didn't think about it, that they're usually stupid, and people like that about them, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I feel like Project Hail Mary probably had a big opening weekend. God, what else? Like,
I think Project Hail Mary and Mario is a good guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is there another? Toy Story. I'm sure Toy Story had a big opening weekend, but I have not really looked into that. But this one also had a big one, and we'll see how it kind of what legs it has, because that's always the test with these.
At least 4,
Yeah, at least 4, but
because of the horse.
because the horse. Oh God, I was sure the horse or because of the pigs or something. Or there's a lot of legs in here. But we're going to talk about that, and that is the Odyssey, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey 2026. I'm giving it the number, the year number, because there are a bunch of other Odysseys, and maybe we'll watch some bad ones at some point.
Was this like based on something?
Have you ever? You remember B Movie?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's kind of like that, where it's like a guy has to leave his place, but then has to make a journey back and like meets all kinds of weird guys. I think it's based off of that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's so B Movie mostly. And we watched that on a podcast. We like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did we? That's not how I
we
remember
did.
it.
We thought it was pretty good. And speaking of that, and also I was not here last week.
You weren't?
I was not. No, I was in fact.
Shit.
I was in Tartarus, I guess, or something, in the spirit realm, in
I don't
the
think
shadow dimension.
I don't think we recorded a podcast last
Yeah,
week.
I would have remembered if you weren't here, Nando. That
I
doesn't
don't
make
know.
sense.
I don't know. Maybe not. But either way, I didn't have a ton of notes. My one note. This was something that I could not abide by. You talked about the Lantern Show and Aaron Pierre in your news segment, and you didn't bring up Rebel Ridge, the new movie, which that one's fine. But you also didn't bring up that he's in Old. He's mid-sized sedan in the classic movie Old. His greatest credit. And like calling him the Mufasa guy, I was like, oh man, I don't know if I feel bad for him or good. Like I don't know if he would like that. Like I wonder if he's got a sense of humor about mid-sized sedan, or if he's like, I hate it when people call me that.
I don't know. It's something that's on your IMDb forever, and maybe you just got to embrace it.
Yeah, and he tried really hard. He did a rap song that was not in the movie, but was in character for the movie. So like, he got into it.
Yeah, it's true.
And he was good in it, as good as you can be in one of those movies. But yeah, DJ. But that was the only thing, because I was, and maybe there were other things that I couldn't remember. But if I remember correctly, and like I said, now memory is a little hazy.
Yeah.
Much like Backrooms, you can't remember everything exactly right. I watched Backrooms this week, so
maybe we'll talk about it in a later segment.
Oh, perhaps.
Ooh.
But as much as I can remember, I think there was a new kind of organization to the segment where DJ just did a bunch of took a bunch of newses from the Discord and just said them.
Yes, something like that. So I think this
By the
is
way,
called.
when we say the Discord, we don't mean you guys, the listeners. A different thing that we're all in.
But
Oh, is that? I thought it was the listeners one. Oh,
no.
okay. Oh, great. Let me,
everyone's going to wonder about the private Discord.
Guys, we have more than one. I am in at least 2 Discord channels or servers or whatever they are. If you thought I was monogamous to Discord, I'm sorry to break this to you here, but I have at least 2.
Yeah. This just Nando, you just bring that awesome energy to this podcast. That I'm so glad you're here, like you always are, or maybe not, whatever. But yes, Nando, it's time for everyone's favorite segment that has existed for who knows how long. Who knows we were out? The whole time.
Yeah.
But it's called DJ's new shotgun.
Whoa.
Whoa, there's Foley this time?
And it's 4 shots in a shotgun.
Oh, I didn't count.
Wow, that is a really stacked shotgun.
That's true. I didn't count
Glorious Bastard or something. That's what. It's kind of shotgun they would have.
I loaded real quick. I'm gonna read some news, then we're gonna react to it, and then there might be a big one at the end if we want to talk about it. I didn't pre-screen these with the guys like I was supposed to. Shut up, DJ. First up, God of War got hurt, so they need a new Kratos. So yeah, Ryan Hurts is no longer God of War. They need a new one. What do you guys think? Who should be new Kratos?
Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, I know, but sorry, I am. Ooh, the demons are out. I know, but come on, like. They need big, strong man because they need to reshoot. I think the first 4 episodes because those were filmed. So like,
yeah. How about we get
that's really bad.
Classic Greek hero and big giant Greek guy because he is Greek in the book, right? Or in the games, whatever those are based on. I know now he's like in Viking land or whatever.
He's spoilers for the original trilogy, so if you really care about that, he's like Zeus's son,
right? Yeah. Wait, is he?
Yeah, that's like in the 3rd one.
Oh. I just knew he was kind of like he had the gladiator backstory, but then he went to kill all the gods instead or something. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We should get big giant actual Greek person Benny Safdie. After this role, I assume he's giant under all that armor. Otherwise, why would you possibly put it on him? And I like him. He's a good actor. Remember when he says that thing in Oppenheimer? He's like something in the little accent. That was fun. But
remember
he could direct it too.
Yeah, and have a lot of crazy stuff happen. Yeah, that's not a bad one, Nando. I think they should just get Braun Strowman.
Who's that?
He's not really wrestling anymore.
Oh,
he's a big old wrestler guy. He has a show on TBS where he eats food. It's terrible, and I'm like, I was just like, you should be just Kratos. I think he should be Kratos. He's a big man.
Are there any wrestlers that have charisma now that are like going that you'd be like, that guy could be an actor in the future?
I really do believe in Cody Rhodes. Like we'll see if I'm proven wrong when Street Fighter comes out. If like he's a terrible guile, then fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe in him. Who I think has some untapped potential, but he was murdered by he was supposed to be in Captain America: Brave New World, and that never happened. But Seth Rollins, like I'd like to see if he could actually act, but he was like supposed to be a member of the Serpent Society, and then it just never happened.
Everyone's favorite society.
Yeah, and then they instead decided to not do that. But yeah, he would have been cool in that. Maybe he would have been good in this. Is he? I'm assuming he's jacked.
No, he's actually not. He's one of the smaller guys. That's the problem.
Well, that's the whole thing. We need a jacked guy.
I know. So I don't know. It's jacked and good actor. Who we got?
Impossible.
What about Dave Bautista? I know he's a little on the older side.
He's not getting pumped for movies anymore. He said it, and I believe. I mean, to be fair, a lot of people said a lot of things, and then they end up doing them anyway, where the money is good. But I think it's probably true. Is
this God of War TV series the original trilogy, or is it just the new stuff?
It's the new stuff.
Well, then we kind of do want a slightly older Kratos.
Oh,
but not that. I don't know. I almost see older as like Pedro Pascal old, but stop it. He can't be Kratos.
Yeah. Who's the guy that does the voice of him? Can he be it?
I don't.
Is he jacked?
Well, Nando, there's one problem with that would cause certain people to go absolutely apeshit.
Oh yeah,
he's black. I don't know why we're tapping. That
I don't know.
He's black.
He's black. Yeah. That would be sick though.
What color is Kratos' skin?
White, but like pure white, like napkin white.
Well,
magically or like
makeup, right? Or magic? Or
I don't know, man. He always looks like that. Like he looks like marble white, like all the time.
So would it be bad if we dyed this guy like like an unreasonable amount of white to match the video game guy.
Pure white face, just like we're gonna paint, put the paint right on you.
I'll allow it just this once. But...
yeah, you're this one.
Can you imagine? Has this ever happened before? By the way, film a show, guy breaks his leg or whatever. Yeah, they just completely changed the show.
I cannot think of an example.
Right?
But you know what? I think that was too long. It's shotgun. It's supposed to be quick. Boom. All right. Next news item. I should have had these listed down in a better way. Oh, okay. It's the Harry Potter showrunners are like, it's hard. They're kids. How do we record with them being kids? I'm gonna read this quote.
Yeah. Fuck them.
I'm gonna read this quote verbatim. You have to shoot really fast, and the faster you go, the more you compromise quality. There's no way around it, right? Obviously, we have a lot of resources, but it's brutal. The kids' screen time is really brutal, so the methodology is very specific. You practically have to pre-shoot all the scenes while they're in class.
That makes sense.
Well, how did they do it with the movie? They were all children.
Well, they're movies. I mean, yes, but like you don't have to film that much.
Yeah, and I think the laws are different. I mean, it was also like 20-something years ago, so maybe things have changed.
I don't think they were so like bad. Like
laws about kids and filming have always been pretty strict.
Yeah, so then I guess like I don't know. It must just be the movie versus film
versus
thing.
TV thing. Yeah,
or TV.
That's fair. I mean, I know I'm not supposed to watch it because we can't, support Joe, but like. I want it to be bad, and I want to see how bad it is. Like, I want to watch the train wreck. Like, if it's bad, can we all watch it and be like, it's so bad?
But even then, you're giving it oxygen? I don't know.
I mean, it's going to have all the oxygen it needs. I feel like it's not like we're doing because like we considered American Citizen killed an immigrant movie or whatever. Yeah, that's what it's called. So like that, I feel like we're giving oxygen to. This is going to be an enormous hit. Plus, maybe something will happen between now and then where she'll be cool, or something else will happen. I don't know. But either way,
she's apparently just taking pictures of people's skirts at this point.
I saw that. Oh yeah, that's right. Well, maybe she'll.
It doesn't seem like that's the direction she's trending.
Maybe it's like go so far on one end that you end up on the other end. What's that called?
Horseshoe theory.
Horseshoe theory, yeah, horseshoe theory of turf stuff. But I don't want to watch this movie because I don't really like Harry Potter. But I would like it if they had to do it really fast, like if it was like a double speed Harry Potter movie, because they didn't have time to like put breaks in between it. So they just, we're going to get expelled. I'm going to come with me, Hermione, like Rick Morty episode dialogue speed.
Play chess fast. Complete fucking chess.
Yeah.
I like the idea that basically when you boil it down, what they're saying is like, God, we got to do one season of this every year? Fuck.
Yeah, right. Well, also, like, I mean, not one of the kids, obviously, but why couldn't this be the show where like someone broke their leg? It'd be like so funny. It's like, Professor McGonagall broke her leg. It's a purple. These fucking kids are in class. I gotta fucking learn. It's horrible.
I mean, yeah, I feel like could the guy from God of War be the new McGonagall in that situation? Because he's got like a torn. Trendy. Yeah, but like maybe they could switch. Depends.
Yeah, I have to imagine the role of McGonagall is much less physically demanding than the role of Kratos.
They all wear robes and stuff. You could cover up a lot in there. So I think they should try if that happens to her, or if they feel the need,
or if their Dumbledore dies again.
Yeah. Who's their Dumbledore? Oh, John Lithgow, right? Our American guy. That's the one thing I like about this movie. We're taking jobs from British people, not the other way around. That's the other one thing. Not the one thing, but that's one thing I like about this movie. We're going to talk about too. We're taking jobs from Europeans. I like it. Yeah. Sending our great actors over, because usually we get British Superman and British everything.
That's true.
I want an American James Bond, and I want American Dumbledore.
Yeah. All right.
But yeah.
Next
so
shotgun.
Anyway, that's very good. Interesting.
Next shotgun. I only got 2 of these left, and the last one might be long. We'll see. All right, guys. Tom Holland, he's everywhere. And you know what he's doing next? One thing he is doing next is a Fred Astaire biopic. It's going to be the thing he's doing next. And one thing he said is, He has a desire to use no doubles to do all of the dancing and shoot those dances in one shot, just how Fred Astaire would have done it. Is Tom Holland too crazy? Discuss.
Does he know how to dance?
He's a Broadway actor. He could do this. Like he was on Broadway back in the day.
Really?
Apparently,
yeah.
He's doing the Chalamet going deep into a role to like learn how to dance like how Fred Astaire did it. So he's doing the Chalamet. It's like, I'll learn ping pong better than fucking anyone.
Yeah.
So
the problem with this,
where we're at.
the problem with this is that it's a biopic, so it'll be bad.
That is the thing. I don't like it unless somebody cool is directing it. But I don't think they are. For
once, I'm not even trying to say anything mean about Tom Holland. It's just most biopics are bad.
Hey, this could be like, I don't know, one of the good ones. Like
Oppenheimer.
Ray.
Incorrect.
You don't like Ray?
I haven't watched it in
I never saw
long
it.
time.
Guys,
I
like
have
Ray
watched
Man.
it, but it was a long time ago.
It's a good one. He did a good job. What are some other good ones? I don't know.
The Elton John one's good. I think most people agree.
You do like
that one's
Rocket
like
Man.
creative. Yeah, that one doesn't pull off the same. The Tony Bourdain one that's apparently out there now. It's supposed to be pretty good.
Oh,
you laughed, Diggins, but do you know who made that one?
I don't know who made it. I saw a trailer for it before some movies that might have been wrecked last week.
Yeah, it's by the guy who made Nirvana the band, the show, the movie, and that Blackberry movie. So like, I feel like this might be. It's getting very good reviews, but also it might be like weird in a way that is like what these need. It also kind of looks very sappy. I feel like if the bear didn't exist, it would be groundbreaking. But if the bear exists, you know? So it doesn't get to be like, oh my God, this is what it's really like in a kitchen, because we've already done that. But he's taller than the bear is, so there's that.
So he's worth more
tall.
as a person.
Yeah, and it's harder for him to navigate the kitchen, I guess, maybe, because he bumped his head on those pans that hang and stuff. Maybe he doesn't, and he probably doesn't even have to wear that hat with the ratatouille. But if he did, he'd be scraping the top of the ceiling.
I feel like a Fred Astaire biopic is interesting because, I mean, I guess he was an American icon at one time, but it's not someone who's I feel like cited a lot for. It's like, yeah, we need like a biopic of him. Like there's other guys I want biopics of before him. Give me
who? Give me 10 guys.
Okay,
right,
ready?
one guy. How about that?
Stanley Kubrick.
Oh, that'd be funny. I like that.
Chef Boyardee.
That is a real guy.
Yeah.
He changed his name. It's Biardi or something like that, but they changed it to something more like kind of phonetic when they made the thing.
So I want him. Andrew Jackson. Apparently he was a real piece of shit. Let's see what's going on with him.
He's interesting, though. I read a book about him. He's got a very interesting life. His wife and sister both died like right before he became president, which is not usually great. But also, what was I going to say? What about Milton Hershey or whatever? The guy who made Hershey's bars.
Sure.
You want to see that one?
We're up to 4. Yeah.
I got good news for you, DJ.
Oh, no.
Angel Studios, the one that everyone thinks is fake.
Oh, no.
Is making a movie straight from the 30 Rockiverse called Hershey. And it's like the worst. It's not the worst because it's probably fine, but just the most fucking sappy, like, biopic of like a man who's just like, chocolate should be for the people. Have neither of you guys seen this trailer?
No, I have not.
No. Oh, it's something. It's got Finn Wittrock is the main one. We remember him from I always get him confused with another guy, The Big Short. He's one of the two younger guys who works with Brad Pitt to come up with the second derivatives or whatever he does. I don't know. It doesn't matter. So him, and then Alexandra Daddario. So she's like an actor that we can kind of recognize. Yeah, exactly. Okay. And Richard Kind, he's also in the trailer. Oh. So, but it's just
love Richard Kind.
Exactly, right? So, like, but he's the kind of actor that you could get for a 30 Rock parody of a Hershey biopic. Like that.
Yes.
It's
100%.
Totally believable for like a little bit. And like, it just, I know like there's so many movies and shows and things that come out now that are like, well, that looks like a 30 Rock thing. I've never seen one this like that takes itself this seriously, because like MILF Manor is MILF Manor, you know, that's like its own thing. But like this, I think does think it's gonna, but it is just completely by accident doing, here, I'll put it in the chat. You don't have to watch the whole thing. You just kind of keep it going on silent for a second and see it, and then you'll totally get it.
Let it just like wash over me, like, whoa.
It comes out on Thanksgiving, by the way, so maybe we'll do it. I don't know. It would be the first Angel cinema movie I've ever seen.
God.
Well, my point still stands. That Fred Astaire is just like not moving the needle for me. I mean, I would prefer a Ginger Rogers biopic to a Fred Astaire one's. More ladies.
She did everything Fred Astaire did, but backwards in heels.
They can do a Beatles thing where they make all of them at the same time, and then they release them all separately.
They're not actually doing that, are they?
Oh yeah,
like,
no,
I know they said they were doing it, but like they're not really doing it.
What do you mean? Yeah, they're doing it. That's happening. I don't know. I don't know if they're
never coming out.
I mean, I think it's in the process.
This
of
is
filming.
Diggins is like, I'll die on this. They'll release it in theaters, and I still won't believe it happened.
So the release dates are.
I'm not convinced Fan Four Stick was ever released.
We all know.
They should have done that with that. Maybe if each one had a different movie, then maybe it would have been pretty cool.
Ooh, put them together.
But Sam Mendes is making it. There's a like April 2028 is the date for when it's going to come out. They've cast all the guys. I guess they haven't started filming it yet, but there are like pictures and stuff. When is this? Oh no, this article's from a year ago. I think this is like happening. I mean, I don't know. I haven't really looked into it, but hopefully that's how they do all the biopics from now on.
I'm so sorry. I'm watching this fucking Hershey thing.
Oh my god!
Yeah, right?
I just got to Richard Kind, and no one has ever looked more like he's in a fake movie than Richard Kind in this trailer. Great.
I have the closed captionings on, and they're like, "This patch is almost perfect."
Mm-hmm. Chocolate should be for the people.
I will run you out of business.
You got this chocolate fantasy. You can't make chocolate in this town. That's what the movie is for real.
And I'm sorry, this is like an AI movie or something? Like,
no, it's a real movie. It's from Angel Cinemas.
Well, speaking of AI movies, you guys, this isn't one of the shotgun news.
Oh my god!
Saw this. This is a very tiny thing to talk about.
I wish we had a new shotgun for certain directors. Jesus Christ!
In other, it's never going to happen news. Elon Musk says that he's going to use Grok to make a historically accurate Odyssey movie within the next year.
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about him. I was talking about the Neil Blomkamp thing. Did you see that?
Oh, fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's making an AI movie with AI and shit. It's so stupid.
I thought you guys were talking about the Daniel Aronofsky AI thing.
Oh, yeah. He also has an AI thing going.
Do you mean Darren?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah. But no, fuck him.
You got the important part of that name. I feel like you got the Aronofsky part. That's what really matters. You said Daniel instead of Darren. Darren Aronofsky. But that is the thing with his name. It's like Darren Aronofsky. You know, like it just kind of keeps going.
You gotta throw it like a shotgun.
Like a shotgun, yeah. Like he's got some sort of like, I don't know, like a candy or like a caramel, something in his mouth, you know. But what could he possibly have that could be that? You know, they don't even make that for the masses. I guess he's rich, so he can probably get it. Probably sell it at the Sphere where he did his stupid thing. Anyway, I didn't get to say this, but I like Tom Holland. I think he's great. I think he is our best little celebrity, and I have a feeling it's going to be really good. I mean, you've both all seen.
I was going to say, you know, maybe we'll talk about this later, but maybe I've finally seen anything that makes me think Tom Holland might be a good actor.
Oh.
Yeah, it's going to be a big month for him, knock on wood. But you've all seen the video of him dancing to Rihanna in the sexy lingerie.
Oh,
like,
that's true.
Yeah.
He did that, and like he did a backflip and shit. Like he really does. I don't know what I think he was on Billy Elliot back as a kid, but yeah, he can like actually dance. So it's one of those ones where it's like, I don't know if Rami Malek was exactly this, but it was like, you kind of look like Freddie Mercury. One of these days, we're gonna make that biopic where you're Freddie Mercury, and then they did, and like that's kind of I feel like what this is.
It's not really an aspirational story, though, is it?
No, well, I mean, he made a lot of money. And,
I guess that's fair.
You know, that's something Tom Holland needs more of his money. But,
and nominations for Oscars.
Yeah, and Oscars, that's true. Yeah. That really worked exactly perfectly for him. Good for Rami.
Did he win that one?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so, yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think it did very well.
Because it was a
no,
bad movie.
You know what? Maybe he did win. I think that might have been it, though. But it might have also won for editing, which is the funny one, because it's like, well, how?
Did no one watch it?
I mean, probably not. It was kind of boring. They received multiple awards and nominations, 4 awards at the Academy Awards: Best Actor, Editing, Sound Editing, and Mixing.
He did win Best Actor.
God damn.
How did I memory hold that?
Because it's bad. It's a bad answer, so you don't want it to be true, you know? So he
Your
probably
brain
beat
blocks it
someone who
out.
like really deserved it, you know? And I'm sure he was good in it, but you know. The black mark on the otherwise perfect record of the Oscars not fucking up. And then
Oh my gosh, Christian Bale for Vice. I would have done that.
that was okay.
So here are the other ones.
That's the best thing you can do in Hollywood.
This is really tough. Here are the other ones. Christian Bale in Vice, Bradley Cooper in A Star Is Born, Willem Dafoe in At Eternity's Gate, and Viggo Mortensen for Green Book.
Green Book, right?
I haven't seen At Eternity's Gate, but I feel inclined to give it to Willem
Yeah.
Dafoe.
Is there a sixth option of the shotgun again? So many opportunities for that to just be the thing. Because man, that's like, what a shitty year. I mean, I bet they're all good in their things, except for maybe Bradley Cooper. He's probably good too.
He's fine. Like, honestly, A Star Is Born.
He's fine in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I got one last shotgun shell here, and I don't know how long or short we want to go on this one, but I would be remiss if I didn't bring it up. There was a Doomsday trailer. Nando, I watched your Nando Cut video where you went over the whole poster.
I did go over the poster. I haven't done the other one yet because I have to. I'm absorbing it. I'm taking my time with it.
Yeah, there was a trailer. I mean, I'll go quick and I'll let you guys go. I mean, I am weirdly unexcited for this movie, and this trailer did not give me the exciting feels. But maybe
Why
that's
aren't you excited, DJ? Is it because nothing has built up to this at all?
Yeah, out of your minds. Out of your minds.
All right, Nando,
out of your minds.
I'm going to clear out for Nando. I'm clearing out for Nando.
All right.
Yeah, Nando, you get the floor.
There's going to be a video about this soon, and I'm torn between like fully writing it and just like riffing it. But basically, the trailer's lying to you, and it's tricking you into thinking the movie's a bad movie, but it's actually a good movie. Because so
it was amazing.
This is the premise, and I don't have proof of this, obviously, because like I haven't seen the movie. I don't know what it's about.
I do like how this apparently concedes the point that the trailer's bad. So
no,
that's
I
nice.
do think it's a poor trailer. Like I think you can watch the trailer thinking about it this way, and then you go, "Oh, I kind of see why this might be interesting." But if you watch the trailer the way it is presented to you, I think it is bad. And listen, I don't think the Russos are smart enough to have done this like on purpose. I think they did specifically edit it to feel like this, but I don't think they were like, we're going to make a meta trailer but whatever. So the trailer is about Dr. Doom, right? And he starts the movie with his little Mr. Freeze accent talking about the deterring and stuff. And then it's mostly Thor saying like, I fought with the biggest and baddest guys and they all died. And they fought guys that were even bigger and we're dealing with things that were way worse than this. And then Thor fights Dr. Doom and he blocks him with his fingers. And he's like, oh my God, that was incredible. And there's other stuff, right? Shang-Chi fights Gambit and stuff. And everybody's standing around. I mean, honestly, that was the thing for me. You know what I liked? I liked the bit where...
That Shang-Chi and Gambit, the ancient enemies.
Exactly, yeah. Cards versus rings. And we always wondered. But yeah, I like the bit where Gambit jumps off of the roof and then just kind of does the sword thing to the ground and lands. That's one of those things that I've always wanted to see that in a movie. But so if you see the movie, you, like DJ said, go like... Or one of you, I can't remember. I think it was CJ. It's like, oh, they haven't built up to this. It just no. You said it, and then Diggins brought that up. Yeah, they haven't built up to this. They're just kind of throwing it out there. I think that they are not talking about Dr. Doom in the trailer. They've made it seem like they're talking about Dr. Doom, but if you listen to what Thor says, I've faced threats that are as bad as this one. Thor is talking about the multiversal incursions that are the thing from Loki and Doctor Strange and Spider-Man and all of those other Marvel things that they've set up. You can tell because on the board behind Mr. Fantastic in that shot, there's a picture of 3 circles that are like going to collide. One, the Fantastic Four circle, one, the X-Men circle, and one, the regular one, the one that all the other guys are in. And Dr. Doom if you look back at his line isn't a bad guy line. It's a good guy line. It's like, something terrible is going to happen, something we may not be able to stop. I'm pretty sure he's a good guy in the movie until he's not. But like, here's my like prediction, and I'm definitely not the only person that says this. I think he's edited out of that group shot where they're all standing around. Otherwise, why aren't the Fantastic Four standing next to each other? Why is there a one-person space in between them? And like, I think this movie is being sold as Ultron or any monster movie, when in reality, it's a disaster movie. It's like Armageddon or, you know, Volcano, or a movie where it's about like, what do we do? Do we kill the other Earth? Do we let them kill us? And that's why it's interesting Captain America's there, is because he's the one that won't let you kill people for fun if you don't have the opportunity to not kill them. But all the rest of them are like, Namor's like, fuck it, kill them. But
why is Steve Rogers there?
Oh, that's a good point. Oh. Well, he's there. So actually, well, yeah, he's there in that part. Personally, I think it's because, so there is a theory, and I don't think this spoils the movie, because I think this will literally be the first scene of the movie, and I think it'll be in the next trailer.
And also, it's a theory, so it can't spoil the movie.
Yeah, but like, you know, I could get it right, and then that'd be like, I feel like if I, yeah, no, I think, all right, that's fair. I know some people who take everything as a spoiler, even if it's nothing, but I'm pretty sure the deal is, and you see Loki in this trailer, right? This is something you can glean from the trailer. Remember that bit where there's a card with Loki on it, and it's like Loki from TVA, and it's like from the old Loki?
Yeah.
And you're like, why does Loki have a card with himself on it? Well, he doesn't. Captain America's holding that card. You can tell because he's got a wedding ring on. Nobody in these movies is married anymore. All the married people are dead. Well, I guess just Iron Man. But Mr. Fantastic wears gloves. But I'm pretty sure what's going to happen early in this movie is Loki is going to be like, Captain America, we got to move you to a different universe, because that's what my job is in the Loki show. And I'm going to put you on the Fantastic Four universe, because they don't have a Captain America. Not only would they not have one because we'd never seen him, they don't need one. Like, I feel like every time he has like something to deal with, every time they're like, oh my God, Mole Man's attacking the city, he'd like run upstairs and grab his suit and then put on his little gloves. And then he'd get on the motorcycle, start driving away. And then Peggy would be like, don't worry, actually, they got him. The Fantastic Four did it. And be like, oh, okay, well, I don't need to do anything here. But if you're the Fantastic Four, who I think are the guys that show up and are like, we have to solve this problem. And that's the thing. I think the Doom shot at the end of Fantastic Four appears to be threatening, but I don't think it is in the course of the movie. I think it's just, oh, hey, Victor Von Doom, a guy we know. We don't really like you, but like, you're not a bad guy. You're just a rival scientist who we disagree with. But I think he's going to be like, I know about these incursions because I've known everything. I'm the smartest guy ever. Reed Richards sucks. I'm smart. You got to take me to this other Earth, and we got to convince them to do the plan. How do you do that? Well, because my name is Dr. Doom, they're never going to listen to me. Their friend, who they all really like, is on our Earth too. So let's bring him. He can vouch for the Fantastic Four. The Fantastic Four vouch for me. Then we're all good. And like, if anybody needs to test if he's the real guy, he does the hammer thing. Like, I think that might be the entire reason he's there. It's just because it's like, he is a character who the main characters would trust. Now, is he fake Captain America? Possibly. Maybe this is a disguise. People that are bad have wielded the hammer before. Worthiness does not mean goodness. Also, it's an incantation. Dr. Doom can just undo it if he's better than it. Like, I could totally see a world where at the end they're like, but how'd you fake the thing? And he's like, oh, that? Yeah. You read the hammer again. It says Dr. Doom gets to do whatever he wants with the hammer. I like snapped my fingers when I came in the room. That's what that was. And then it's like, fuck, dude, you just get to do that. But yeah, so I think this movie is less of like a we have to figure out a way to fight Dr. Doom, and more of a how do we deal with the fact that we have to kill all the X-Men, or the X-Men have to kill us, because if we don't kill them, they're going to blow up our universe, which is how they've been acting with this stuff, which is what the comic that this is based on is. Time Runs Out, which came before Secret Wars, was like the Avengers are like, Namor's like, fuck it, throw bombs at everybody else, and everybody else is like, no, don't do that. And then you never believe it, but somewhere in the end, Dr. Doom comes up with a plan to take everything over for himself so he can win. But like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why this trailer is actually good, but instead they made it for a movie that's bad and generic. And like, they made it where you could literally take that dialogue, everything that's said in that trailer, and put that over any other Avengers trailer, and it works because they don't say anything specific. Thor just says, there's a threat, and it's the best threat we've ever had, and we'll have to stop it. But like all the other trailers have like a guy going like, oh my God, Thanos is coming. But this one's so generic, and it's because they don't want to say the incursion thing. Is it because it's too complicated for people to understand? They want a movie where they just fight Doctor Doom. Like maybe people on the internet seem to like the fact that he fought Thor at Thor's hammer. Also, I'm betting that scene's from the very end of the movie. Some people think it's the beginning, but I'm not buying it. And so those are my thoughts.
I mean, I hope so, Nando. I hope the movie's good. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. Except for, we will see. It seems like there's going to be more footage at Comic-Con. There's a trailer. Part of why I think the movie is going to go the way it's going to go is there's another trailer that's rumored to be shown at Comic-Con that's very similar to this one, but has a scene where Doom and the good guys are all hanging out. And that's the one that makes me go like, oh, he's a good guy for most of the movie. And then it turns out he's a bad guy.
No, I do think saying he's a good guy, I don't think that's going to be the case. But there are many, many times in the comics where they're like, Dr. Doom, we need Dr. Doom's help because he's really smart, even though he fucking sucks.
Yeah. He didn't go to the meeting. He didn't go to their little UN thing or something. That's the one time he's referenced in the Fantastic Four. So, but their UN's kind of stupid. So I get it. Our UN's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. It's nice that they made it. It ruins traffic in Midtown and stuff in the city in a way that's insane. Yeah. But yeah, Avengers. Which one are you more excited? Well, okay, so I have not seen the trailer for Dune 3. I'm at a point where I'm just going to see it, so I'm going to try to avoid the trailer.
Okay.
Have either of you guys seen the new trailer for that?
Yeah.
I actually haven't.
Okay.
Dance. Oh, well, I mean, you guys should
I'm kind of in the
watch
same boat as Nando. Like, I'm going to see that movie. I don't need to be sold.
It's definitely, and I don't know, I kind of knew some of the details of book 2, or what movie 2 would be, but I have no idea. Well, that's not true. I know a couple of things in this one, but I do think this one can surprise me in ways that the other ones couldn't. So, yeah. I know Robert Pattinson's in it. He's not Fade Rotha, but he's pretty much just him again, or something.
Running it back.
Kind of looks like Sting in the first one, but that was Austin Butler's guy. But then in this, he kind of just looks like him. But yeah, he's going to have a nice like villain kind of arc maybe in movies. That's pretty cool, you know.
Wow, what is there another movie he played a villain in?
The Drama.
Right. Well, hold on. I thought Alana Haim played the villain in that one.
It was one of those movies with multiple villains, and he was like a henchman, I guess you could say. But yeah, that movie was cool.
I liked The Drama.
I did too. It was like between that and whatchamacallit, Invite. Interesting year for like kind of dark comedies about couples.
Yeah.
And yeah. But yeah, the Avengers movie, it's coming out. Amazing. Was there anything in it that was surprising at all?
Not really.
No.
That they're cowards about Mystique.
So like, what is cowards about Mystique? I'm grappling with this myself because I have a gripe with it. But what's yours?
That they won't let her have her sexy little cutouts.
Oh, because they instead gave her like a blue boob triangle thing or something.
They gave her just blue patches on her uniform.
That is pretty weird. I think the uniform is clever, except, and I really just genuinely don't understand this, why she has white sleeves that go all the way up to her arm. Like,
the answer is so that they don't have to do a lot of makeup or CGI.
No, that I get, but why not make them blue? She has blue parts of her costume otherwise. Make them blue, make it half blue, half white, so you get the kind of glove thing going on. But, like, it totally breaks up the dress pattern they're going for on the Mystique outfit. But it's like, it's clear that's what they were trying to do. So why not do it? Like, I don't understand that specifically.
Cowardice, Nando.
Cowardice. But they did finally give her the little skull on her head, which I never understood. And I've asked many X-Men scholars. Nobody understands what that is. Like, there's no good reason for it. It's not her baby or something.
It's how you know she's evil.
It's how you know she's bad. Yeah. So they gave her that, which is cool. Or at least they gave her something up there. I didn't really get a good look at it. But yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. And then, but yeah, that was going to be one of the bigger movies of the year, probably. If it's not, I feel like the economy is going to collapse or something. That's like AI bubble burst situation.
Oh boy!
But more importantly, someone will be right about something.
Yeah, that's true.
In a podcast shortly afterwards.
I don't know. I don't think you're going to beat my prediction about Moana live action being the highest grossing movie of the year. I keep coming back to that one where I'm like, this is going to happen though, right? It's a Moana live action movie. It can't actually fail.
Uh-oh.
But speaking of a person going on a boat and a journey with a god or whatever, well, not a god in this, kind of. But let's talk about the Moana Odyssey, not Moana. Imagine she was here, though. She would have got him.
Yeah,
she would have been like, Charybdis, no. And then the water would have beaten it. You know, it would be pretty cool. She has a pig that's a friend.
That's true.
Yeah, many similarities now that you mention
it. Who's the crab? Cyclops, I guess?
Polyphemus?
Yeah, like, is he the crab in that movie?
See Tamatoa, I guess.
Like, I guess, right? Yeah. And the little coconut guys are the Lystrogonians. It's all maps. This is good. But yeah, so Odyssey. Who's in charge this week, you guys?
It's me.
DJ.
Again. I'm quite the eater. So yeah, it's time to play the IMDb B as in spelling bee. So we, my two esteemed co-hosts here, can try and guess the movie summary from IMDb against each other, as we know they always try to do, and no other format ever existed. And everyone must be wondering, how do the IMDb summaries get up on that website? Who comes up with them? And the answer will fascinate and awe you.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear it.
Yes, so deep in the center of the earth, at the Earth's core, live an entire society of little cute dragon guys. They're little dragon guys, and they live there. And you know, the people think that they want to fly, and they kind of do, but they got to be near the Earth's core because it's so warm there. And these dragons, they get bored. So the gracious people at IMDb, they send, you know, all the movies down there, and like, guys, in your free time, can you come up with like the summaries to these movies? We were talking about Ray. We want to know what you think of Ray. And so like the little dragon, they go, oh, here's what happened in Ray. I'm so happy I get my little time to write a little summary. I'm a little dragon guy. And then they bring it back up to the IMDb summit at the top of the volcano or whatever. And then, because that's how you get to the core.
That's where volcanoes go, to the core.
Yeah, they just go straight to the core.
Down.
It's like a big elevator, and that's what dragons do. Dragons are real, and they make summaries for IMDb.
I only have two questions. One, is it one dragon, or is it any dragon can do this? Like, first come, first serve.
Dragons naturally, based on their brain processing and love of movies, every dragon loves movies, they are able to do it. They're able to do it. Yeah.
And then second question, do they speak like English or a language we can understand, or do we have to guess based on dragon
I forgot. Yeah, they do write it in Draconic, and then IMDb has Draconic to English translators.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think they're using AI
is going to replace
I was
those
going to
guys.
say, those poor Draconic, they're not going to have a good time. This is rough for them.
Yeah. But I have the summary here for the Odyssey 2026. I don't think I need to say that, but you know,
we're gonna do the Wishbone video game one of these days, and we will want to know.
Yeah, then you'll feel the fool.
Confused. Yeah.
How did the dragons do it in the summary, guys? It's pretty good. Like, right? It's the Odyssey, so they didn't overcomplicate it. It's it's to the point. It's not wrong, and I think the Dragons did a pretty good job. So, who gets to go first? Is it Diggins?
Is it me?
I don't know. I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I lost last time we did one of these.
That's right. You did lose last time.
Right, because you had to summarize the Helen Slater Supergirl.
Yep. Right, yeah, that's what it was. Okay, so I'll go first then. And Did you say it was long or short, or did you not have anything on that? You said it was to the point.
You?
Did
you summarize Hell's Day Supergirl? Or did I?
No, I think I did it because I had it going in the background.
I'm pretty sure Nando did as well.
Okay. Yeah, I think I did it.
All right, I accept this.
Is it long or short?
You don't have to say. I was just wondering. I was.
Of course I didn't, because I ran the Helen Slater Supergirl.
Oh
one.
Yeah,
right. Yeah,
couldn't have been the one summarizing it.
It's not long. I'll say this. Okay. It's not long. Yeah.
All right. I will say. After he wins the Trojan War, Odysseus and his men must go on a trip back to Ithaca filled with monsters and magic. Filled with monsters and surprises. Monsters and minions. Filled with monsters and surprises. So he can get back to his wife Penelope and reclaim the throne or whatever he has. Reclaim his seat as the ruler of Ithaca. That's all I got.
Okay, Diggins.
Okay. So what'd you say about length, DJ?
I said to the point, and I said it's not long.
Okay, not long. Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go even shorter than Nando. Then I think I'm gonna say Odysseus struggles against gods and monsters to return home after the Trojan War.
But does he struggle against gods? You know,
well, that's
my thing in this movie. It's like what? No, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying that this was a quarrel I had as well. I was like,
So here's the thing. Objectively, like one of you won.
Oh man.
Ooh.
Like had the meter down and like everything and whatever. But I did come up with a pretty good tiebreaker. That was one of your guys' ideas that I've been doing in the background. Now,
man.
I'm going to give... This is going to be very suspenseful and fun. I'm going to give a 2-point lead to the person who won, but I'm not going to say who it is.
Oh, my God.
Much like Odysseus returning to Ithaca, I'm going to be a fucking sneaky guy about it.
You're going to judge us based on how we act and then later reveal the truth.
No, when I read the summary, it'll be like, "Oh yeah, that person won," right? Like, once I read it, it'll be apparent. So you guys are gonna have to play my game, and then you're just gonna have to be really good.
Much like Penelope,
I will say,
do your test.
It is a 2-point lead. So if you could just be real good and win by 3 points, then it doesn't matter.
How many points are in play?
I have a 10-question thing. So I did give this person a sizable advantage because I do think they just kind of outright won, but I wanted to do the tiebreaker anyway. So I am giving this person a sizable advantage. So, okay, boys.
Also, by the way, since I didn't mention this, last week's tiebreaker, diabolical. Like I was so glad I was in there for that because like nobody knows what any of those fucking movies are called. They all are nonsense except for the 1 or 2 that you've ever heard of. But like, yeah, that was rough.
I know.
It was tough. It was hard.
I promise this one is not as diabolical.
I mean, we'll see.
Okay, so the Trojan horse. It's like a whole fucking theme of this movie because Christopher Nolan said so. Lots of media.
Did Christopher Nolan say so?
He came up with the idea of the Trojan horse. No.
No. I feel like we'll talk about it. But
I get what you mean.
Yeah, I feel like he made. I don't feel like the as big a deal of it is made when
how it thematically connects to the rest of the plot is, I would say, different from not every other, but other versions of the Odyssey.
It's not like when Oppenheimer made the atom bomb.
And he said his cool catchphrase while nutting.
Yeah.
So, okay, I have 10. They're like descriptions, quick synopses of a movie or TV show that like use the Trojan horse trope either literally or figuratively, right? It wasn't a literal Trojan horse. Sometimes it was a literal Trojan horse.
Gotcha.
So
Somebody went on TV tropes.
Hey, shush. And so this is a buzzing one. So you guys are just gonna buzz in, and if it's a movie, give me the movie. If it's a TV show, you just have to give me the show. You do not have to give me the episode.
Are we gonna have like? Well, I guess we'll see. I'll play it by ear.
All will be revealed.
Shout at me or just say whatever. And
Make
again,
our favorite pig noise.
And like we do for these, I put in blank to blank out.
That was going to be my question. So
yeah,
very good.
There's a lot of blanks to blank out the principles. So some of them are blank, blankety, blank, blank. But I feel confident that there is enough here for you guys to get it. So are you guys ready?
Hell,
I'm ready to give it a shot. Yeah.
All right. Okay.
And we can buzz in whenever.
Yep, you can buzz in whenever. Yes.
Okay.
But you will stop talking when we buzz in.
Yes.
Yeah. Very good.
Okay. All right. Question 1, or synopsis 1. The crew of a spaceship disguise their vessel to blend in with a fleet of cannibalistic reavers, allowing them...
Bing, bing, bing.
I heard Nando make a noise first. Nando, what was your noise? We just said like, oh,
it was
wait,
just bing, bing, bing. No,
okay.
I couldn't
All right.
think about it.
Okay, well, I heard Nando first.
So I believe this would be from the show Firefly.
Nando, that is incorrect.
Is it?
May I steal? Yum, 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 yum.
Steal,
yum,
sir.
yum, yum, yum.
You may steal,
Nando,
sir.
you'll find this is actually from the movie Serenity.
Is it from the movie
It
Serenity,
is from
though?
the movie Serenity.
Huh. Which part? Like, I now I know what you're like. I know what you're describing, but I just can't remember this in the movie. Interesting.
The thing that he said, it happens in the movie.
Right, but like, when does it happen in the movie? I don't know.
Near the end.
Maybe. Well, maybe that would kind of make sense.
That's when that's when the big thing happens. At the end of that sequence.
Right.
The funny thing is, Diggins knew, because you all, it's not a video podcast, Diggins knew immediately when Nando got it wrong and he said Firefly.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just saw Diggins like, eyes
I did a
light
little
up.
gesture like, ha ha ha, that's not right.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1-0 Diggins. All right.
Gotcha.
Next up. Blank and the men of blank want to retrieve a stolen lemon tree from a Shelbyville impound lot. Diggins.
I don't know what that was. This is from The Simpsons.
This is from The Simpsons. Okay. Diggins has a commanding 2-0 lead.
Yeah.
Nando, that means if you did win the thing, you are tied. If it means Diggins won, woof.
Woof.
So, all right. Next up. Blank sneaks himself into the highly secure Vatican inside a large mailed shipping crate.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yes, Nando?
Is this from the Da Vinci Code?
This is not for the Da Vinci Code.
That would be so funny if that was part of the Da Vinci Code.
Well, I mean, that's totally what the Da Vinci Code is. It's like
they mail themselves to the Vatican?
Well, I didn't think that what's his name did it. I would think Paul Bettany, the monk who's also a ninja, did it. That was my suggestion. I don't know. I don't think that's that great.
Diggins, do you know what this is?
I don't, but I'll take a stab.
Okay.
The Vatican. This is obviously from one of my favorite shows of all time, The Young Pope.
No, this is from the 1991 Bruce Willis movie Hudson Hawk.
Oh, I've heard of that. He sings in that. He wrote an album for it.
Man, we got to do Hudson Hawk one of these days.
Yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't come up.
We might have to. All right. Next up. When Blank's sentient, futuristic trapper keeper threatens to absorb all the technology in town. Yeah, Nando?
Yeah, this is a South Park episode.
This is a South Park episode.
Yeah.
The boys, they build a literal crappy Trojan horse in shop class to try and get into Cartman's house.
Yeah, this is like the Akira episode.
Yeah.
Right? Like the chapter keeper kicks over everything. Yeah, that's
exactly.
a weird episode.
Yeah. All right, 2-1. Nando's
2-1. Wow,
coming back.
Yeah, Nando might be winning.
Yeah, who knows? All right.
You.
I do know. Just like Odysseus. Okay. Blank travels back to the Trojan War only to discover the Greeks originally filled the horse with candy. After some coaching, they send in a wooden giraffe filled with chocolate soldiers, which eventually escalates to the Greeks sending a giant wooden soldier filled with wild, destructive horses.
This sounds quite familiar.
I got a buzz in from Diggins.
Is this, what's the name of that show? Time Squad?
This is Time Squad.
Oh, wow.
Very good, Diggins. Good pull.
I didn't remember this episode. I don't know that I've ever seen it, but I remember the premise of Time Squad, and this sounded goofy enough to possibly be that.
Yeah, in my head, I was kind of like, is this in Futurama or something? But they don't time travel that much in that show. That was as close as I got. Yeah. And it's not, like, annoying enough for, like, a Rick and Morty thing. Like, but it had that vibe. But also, they don't time travel not in that show either. They would go to a Trojan War planet or something. Essentially doing the Trojan
everything
War.
is horses, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up. An infiltrator manages to bypass security and enter a highly secure police evidence locker by physically hiding inside the upholstery of a taxicab seat that was being brought in as a piece of evidence. Diggins, was that a buzz?
No.
Okay.
So, can you read that one more time?
I will read it again. An infiltrator manages to bypass security and enter a highly secure police evidence locker by physically hiding inside the upholstery of a taxicab seat that was being brought in as a piece of evidence.
I'm willing to bet I haven't seen this. Well, actually, that's not true. That's a positive.
All right, Diggins is buzzing in.
This is somehow in an episode of Law and Order.
I'm sorry, Diggins, that is incorrect.
Nah, it was a random guess.
I'm going to guess, because it's like, okay, so let's talk through it a little bit. Some sort of somewhat fictional, but not like insanely fictional. Like, this would be weird if it happened, but you don't need superpowers to do it. Court thing. There's so many movies. I do think it's smart to take a show or some legal thing, because that just gives you better odds. I'm gonna say Castle. How about Castle? That seems like something would happen on Castle.
I'm sorry, no, this is incorrect. Diggins was weirdly close. It was NCIS.
One of those other ones.
I almost feel like that should count. That I said Law and Order. I'm willing to have it not count, but I almost feel like it should.
If it was like Law and Order SVU and you said Law and Order, I would have had it count. But yeah, the name of this episode was The Trojan Horse. So
interesting.
Yeah.
Is this a rip from the headline show, or is this like made up stuff? Because that can't be based off something, right? I know some of them are like.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
That'd be so interesting if something. But right, also, I could see you could pull this off. Sure.
Yeah, cops are lazy.
Yeah, there's a lot of room in those seats. I don't know how that would get into the evidence locker. That's my only problem.
Do you have to have someone else use it for a crime?
Right, but like, do they frequently, like, I imagine cars have their own little area, like a garage, the evidence garage. I don't think you could get into the evidence locker from there. I don't think they disassemble the car and put the whole thing in piece by piece. But maybe they do. I don't know.
All right, next up. Okay. Blank and his blank build a gigantic wooden rabbit to infiltrate a French castle. Diggins.
This is in Monty Python and the Holy Grail.
It is. Diggins takes a commanding lead, which might be even more commanding. But Nando, don't give up hope. You're only down by 3.
So if you won the thing,
there's 3 left.
You can still take it.
All right.
Or if I won the thing, then it's hopeless.
Isn't that the fun? All right. Next up. Allied POWs in a German camp construct a large wooden vaulting horse. They carry it out to the camp's open exercise yard every day. And inside, a hidden prisoner begins digging an escape tunnel.
Bing, bing, bing.
Okay.
Is this The Great Escape?
No, I'm sorry, it is not. I will finish reading it. The daily routine of vaulting provides cover for the dirt disposal. Diggins, do you know what this is?
Is this Hogan's Heroes?
It's not Hogan's Heroes. It's from a 1950 movie called The Wooden Horse.
No,
Never heard of it.
that is what you would call that movie.
This was probably the most obscure one, but it, it fits.
It's bizarre enough that I see why you included it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 2 left. Okay. The blank and their allies are trying to escape from a dangerous compound. They use a giant dilapidated ice cream truck to try and drive past the enemy guards, hoping its innocent appearance will get them through.
Can you read the beginning of it again?
Yes.
You read the whole thing, but the beginning's the part I need to hear again.
The blank and their allies are trying to escape from a dangerous compound. They use a giant dilapidated ice cream truck to try and drive past the enemy guards, hoping its innocent appearance... Diggins.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, that's a good one.
Not TMNT.
They don't tend to have a ton of allies. That's my only thing with that. It's like they have
Yeah,
allies.
they got Casey Jones. They got April O'Neil. They got lots of guys.
Yeah, so I'm having trouble with this one. The blank in their wait. All right, one more time, and then I promise I'll guess.
Yeah, you good. The blank and their allies are trying to escape from a dangerous compound. They use a giant dilapidated ice cream truck to try and drive past the enemy guards, hoping its innocent appearance will get them through.
I'm gonna say this is an episode of the A-Team.
Oh my God, Nando, you're so close. It's actually the Venture Brothers.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I believe you. I don't remember what episode is it.
yeah. Does it have more info?
Hold on.
I'll take a season even, but I just wanna.
This was. Oh my God.
If you don't have the info, it's fine.
It's okay. Yeah.
No, because I had it, but it's. I will. No, it's not this one, is it? I'll get it. I'll get back to you because it's obviously very important.
Mm-hmm.
That I get this.
I'm curious. It's been a while since I've seen all those episodes. But I wonder which one that is. Who are their allies? Which ones are we talking about here? Are we talking about Brock? Are we talking about Sphinx?
Dr. Orpheus.
Dr. Orpheus? Yeah, could be any of them. Billy Quizboy.
Okay.
Crazy Mom.
I'm so mad because I had all these notated too.
I'm sure if you Google Venture Brothers ice cream truck, it comes up.
You'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Okay.
Because of all those ice cream truck promotions they did with Venture Brothers.
Apparently.
No, it's true, actually. It's actually true. Okay. All right. Let's do a score recap. There's one left. Diggins should have a 3-point lead.
So the best Nando can do is tie if he won the summary.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think it's from season 5, but I'm not sure. I'm looking it up now.
Oh, then maybe Sergeant Hatred was the ally.
Yeah, he would be an ally for that. Oh, actually, no, maybe not. Sorry, that's a different one.
Okay.
Is one more? Is this the last one?
Yes, this is the last one.
Okay.
All right.
Is everybody ready?
I'm so ready.
Okay. This is a long one. Okay. Blank spends hours trying to negotiate with Blank, a criminal mastermind holding a bank filled with hostages. As the standoff drags on, Blank demands permission to send in food and medical supplies, hoping to buy time and get eyes inside the building. Blank agrees, allowing the NYPD to roll a mobile command cart and stacks of pizza boxes through the front door.
I assume the next sentence is and there's a guy in the cart or something. Is that how it's Trojan horse?
Yeah, this was so long, but it was all surveillance stuff inside the pizza boxes.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'll bing, bing, bing. I'll take a shot at it.
Okay.
Is it? Is this Inside Man? I've seen that movie.
Nando, you dirty dog.
Is it Inside Man?
It is Inside Man.
Oh,
Ooh,
okay.
very nice.
It's been a minute, but it is a movie I saw. It's pretty good.
Well then.
I think I know what happened because DJ looks upset.
What's the Odyssey? You tell us the summary and we'll figure it out.
I'm going to read you the summary.
Read it to us.
I'm going to read the summary. So a reminder, it's 4-2 Diggins. I'm going to read the summary. After the Trojan War, Odysseus faces a dangerous voyage back to Ithaca, meeting creatures like the Cyclops, Polyphemus, Sirens, and Calypso along the way.
Yeah.
So, congratulations, Nando. It's a fucking time.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's great. So we have to do, each of us does one word at a time. And, like, the Odyssey starts with, like, like that, we do the summary.
Oh, yeah.
Like, whose line is it anyway? Do you have any other examples? Like the one that I was thinking of?
Okay. Wait, like what you were thinking of?
I had one that I was like, if this isn't the last one, I don't know what is. And I was ready to just bang, like, ring in and say it. I didn't think an opportunity for Trojan horsing could involve, like, not guys. I thought one of the rules is it has to be guys.
Oh, yeah.
So that kind of opens the scope up so I can see how there's more than one. But I had one more that I was like, well, it's going to be that one. And it wasn't.
Okay.
So maybe it'll show up.
I do have one. I have to. Okay. Problem is, it's so obvious I was trying to not put too many too obvious ones in. Okay.
Are these all the ones on TV tropes or something? Can you find another list?
I have one that I'm going to really obscure. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this in the middle of the thing, too, because the first part is... and I'm going to blank a lot of stuff. All right. Okay. Panicked and desperate to protect his blank, Blank gives security the green light to clear the elevators and escort the heavily armed police.
Bing, bing, bing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Never mind. I think I'm wrong about this. I was going to say Ocean's 11. Is it Ocean's 11?
It is Ocean's 11.
Oh, all right.
Damn.
See, I figured you would be describing the guy in the case, because that's very Trojan horse of him. But then...
What guy in the case? Oh,
Pink.
When they...
Because he gets put in the thing and then is secretly in the
they
thing.
do two Trojan horses.
Because I feel like a Trojan horse... Okay, so in my opinion, and this isn't to say TV Tropes did a bad job, a Trojan horse needs to be a gift or something like nice. You have to trick them into letting it in, think under false pretenses. I feel like the police part is kind of forcing it almost a little bit, whereas this is like the beginning part, very Trojan horsey.
Okay. I think...
Also, I feel like there needs to be a thing. It needs to physically be... You need to be inside something. Right? And I don't think that happens.
It can't be listening devices like Inside Man. I do think that's an interesting thing about the Trojan horse as a trope.
Yeah.
Is that, like, it has come to mean many different things.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like that virus. Or the condoms.
Yeah. Or the condoms that famously let guys sneak in because they're bad condoms. That's a joke, haha. But, like, funny joke.
Everyone laughs.
So, yeah, I mean, you won, Nando, so don't complain.
Yeah, incredible. No. I'm just saying that thinking about what a Trojan horse is has made me go, like, what is a Trojan horse, you know? What other options are for Trojan horses?
And is it possible that the idea of a Trojan horse ruined society?
Is it? It might have. Almost certainly.
You get to tell us with your review of the Odyssey.
Yeah, I think this movie is very good. I think it's, like many Christopher Nolan movies, it has all the same flaws as they always do. Can't shoot an action scene to save his life. Women don't have many thoughts to give. It's very loud. Almost like, not like too loud, but like, because I could hear everything in this one. That was something I was worried about. But it's just loud in the sense that it's like, man, this movie is loud. You know? There are people who I'd be like, don't go see it. It's too loud for you. But then otherwise, I'd be like, that probably like other people will like that it's loud. So that's like the thing. That's really the thing with this movie. I think it is as good as a version of this as Christopher Nolan can produce. And it whether you will like it or not depends on how you feel about Christopher Nolan. I mean, there's other reasons you might not like it, but specifically the movie reason is like Christopher Nolan as a director has a lot of things that he's famous for. I mean, they managed to work a twist into the movie, into the Odyssey, because that's just how he does. And like, there's lots of shots of like people talking with sweeping angles of the fields and stuff. He loves that. But yeah, overall, I think it is good. I think it is a very good movie. I mean, it's probably my favorite adaptation of the Odyssey. I do wish it went a little bigger in terms of like what the world would permit. Like, it's weird that he let some things happen, but not other things. And this is always something that was interesting to me about like the idea of Christopher Nolan making an Odyssey, was like he likes grounded things like Batman with a tumbler truck thing. So like, will he let it be a Cyclops? And then like, will he let the Cyclops talk to Odysseus? And it's like, no, but like kind of, but like, that. So that I think is interesting. I think most of the actors in it were good. There was one that I didn't fully buy, but I think he did his best, and I think he did a good enough job. There were some performances that I think were extra good. I think this is a good movie, like a very good movie, and I'm interested in it as an aspect of like, as a part of this cultural thing, like the Odyssey, through the eyes of Christopher Nolan. And then like, I kind of want another guy to do it next, somebody with a little bit more, I don't want the Tim Burton version of this, but like, I want something like that, because I want to see what that is.
Oh, but Johnny Depp is Odysseus.
I
Nando,
know.
You'll be happy to know that one or two other people over the past 3,000 years have taken a crack at the Odyssey.
Well, and that's the thing. It's so weird that we haven't had very many modern like adaptations of it that have been big deals. Like, and we do a Pinocchio movie every 2 years, but like, besides Troy, which does have a Trojan horse bit in it, like, I don't think I've seen an Odyssey kind of thing go on a movie screen in my lifetime. Like, and you figure there would just be more of it. I mean, part of it is it's probably really hard to film.
That Arthur episode with DW. Oh,
I meant like movie screen. But yeah, that's the thing, is like, it works really well on television. But like, I think it's interesting. And you know what? And I like the Coen brothers when they do like, whatchamacallit, when they do Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? I love those. So like, yeah, I'd like to see more versions of the Odyssey. And like, I think it's very solid, a very solid movie. And that's all I got. Also, I'm not I've read the Odyssey as a kid, like a lot, and like not read it, but like knew of it, and like, because Greek gods are cool and they're borderline superheroes. But like, I'm not an enormous fan of the Odyssey, so I had to look up things that were changed and stuff like that. But I do find those fascinating as well. Diggins, what about you? What did you think of the Odyssey?
So I read the Odyssey relatively recently. I believe I wrecked the Emily Wilson translation earlier this year, which is also the translation that Christopher Nolan based his movie off of.
Now you should tell Emily Wilson that, because she doesn't think it's the same thing, apparently. But anyway.
Well, it's not literally the same thing. It's just the one he read that made him want to do this.
Yeah. I guess I mean, like, she had some interesting thoughts about the movie that I was like, huh. And you were the one who kind of wrote the version he saw. That's interesting to me. Like, that doesn't happen a lot.
Anyway, I also really like this movie. I was impressed. I think I've had haters whispering in my ears about how this movie was going to be bad, and so I kind of came in sort of apprehensively, being like, "Oh man, what if all the things the haters have been saying are right? What if it is like you said, like overly realistic, dour and like brown, and like not really capturing like the real essence of the Odyssey?" And I think it does. I think it's really a really great adaptation. I think it's a really great story in its own right. I do agree generally about some of the Christopher Nolan problems, except for the one where it's too loud. As all his movies are fine, people are just whiny.
I mean, Tenet, people were saying they couldn't hear the dialogue. Like, that is a thing that he does now. It just makes the movies insanely loud. Right?
I do feel like Penelope escapes some of the like Christopher Nolan women character stuff. I feel like her in this movie is like a very well realized like character. Whether that's entirely him or like we can credit Anne Hathaway with some of that, and or Homer. I don't know. But I did think I wanted to single that out as being like, oh, there's actually a pretty good woman character in this Christopher Nolan movie. It's the first time, I believe I said this earlier, the first time I've ever thought Tom Holland might be a good actor. So good for him. What, should I have thought he was great in Uncharted?
In the Spider-Man movies. He's good in them.
He's not.
He's not going to win an Academy Award, but he's good in them.
He's fine.
He cries when Aunt May dies, and like that's like a big emotional scene. I don't know. What do you want from him? Does he have to do Shakespeare? Is that the only way you can act in this world?
No, he didn't. He did Homer.
No, yeah, he didn't. I feel like he should do Shakespeare. Was he the one? One of them did a play. Didn't Zendaya just do like Romeo and Juliet or something? But I don't think it was him.
I don't think it was Romeo and Juliet, but I think Zendaya did do a play recently.
Yeah.
Anyway, I really like where it goes. I really like what he did with it. It is different. It is not like one-to-one the Odyssey. It is very much a modern take on some of the ideas. But like I think that's fine. He's making the movie now, not 3,000 years ago. So yeah, I really liked it. I was very happy with it, and that surprised me somewhat, but maybe it shouldn't have, because I also loved Oppenheimer. So what did I expect? What about you, DJ? What did you think?
I fucking love this movie so much. It's so amazing. I feel like you guys aren't heaping enough praise on it, so I'm gonna have to heap all of the praise on it.
Heap away.
I think I'm going to heap so much. It's going to be one of my wheel slices, so I'll hold off. But I really think we're seeing Nolan at the peak of his powers, and I think it's fucking awesome. Like, I get what you're saying, Nando, is like how he usually likes to do like grounded things, but like between this and Oppenheimer, just his like thirst to just take on these like really big meaty stories that like mean a lot and just also like very different, where like Oppenheimer is like, we're gonna be in so many fucking rooms and just talk about fucking making the atom bomb, and it's like we're gonna be on big beaches and on a boat and rowing, and there's gonna be crazy shit all over the place, and pigs and sheep and big guys and ladies, and this is gonna be crazy, and I love it. I think it's so good. I think he has done a lot better for some of his deficiencies, such as action scenes and writing for women. I actually like the final action sequence that happens in Ithaca. I think he did a pretty good job. Could he throw in some more blood splashes? Probably, but it's fine. Sometimes just a guy gets hit in the neck and you got to cut away and assume all the blood that happened. It's fine. And then I think Penelope is a pretty tough role because at the end of the day, she's just like a lady in waiting. But I think Anne Hathaway does a very good job and like does make her like a character and does some pretty darn good acting, all for being a lady in waiting. So, yeah. This movie's so good. It's so, and I know we're going to talk about this, I'm sure, as a wheel slice, but different people's viewing experiences. We haven't talked about our theatrical experiences in a while, but like, I am not someone, and everyone knows this because I have 2 kids. I am not a like bang the drum, like you got to go see this movie in theaters. But like, Michelle and I are getting a babysitter, so Michelle can come watch this movie in theaters because that's home. Like, we gotta do it, and like she's like, oh, you know what? I think I do want to go see the Odyssey in movie theaters. Like, I think this is a big like needle mover for that movie. And I was saying this on last week's pod. Movies are back, baby. Like, movies are back. Get out of here, TV shows. All TV shows are bad now. It's my one hope for Doomsday being good is that 2026, I think when we're doing the year-end pod, like 2026 is the year of like movies being back, right? Even with things like Backrooms and Obsession.
I think we've said maybe every year we've done that.
Yeah, I would say movies are kind of back. They keep bombing historically. Like, what? what does movies are back mean?
Well, I will say this: an objective measure is, I think, in terms of year box office gross, that 2026 is so far. It's like one of the highest grossing years since like 2019. Like it's the biggest post-COVID year for movies in terms of like box office gains.
It's projected to have the biggest year,
right? And and
it's the first year that we've had an Avengers movie in a movie theater since 2019. So I think that maybe has something to do with it. Guaranteed earners.
Well, still, then maybe that means that like movies are back. I don't know, but I don't know. I feel like movies are back, and Nolan's helping it. I feel like Nolan is good for the movie industry. I will now just always be excited for whatever he makes. What was that?
I said objectively true. Nolan is good for the film industry.
Yeah. He just maybe okay. Here's a would Christopher Nolan agree to this? So I say Christopher Nolan overnight, basically via genie magic, 1,000 new 70mm IMAX films will just spring up across the country. They'll just be
films or projectors.
Oh, that's a good right. So yeah, projectors, like places that could play 70mm IMAX.
Okay, yeah. I wasn't sure if you meant like movies made in 70mm IMAX.
Sorry, no, like theaters that can play them. Yeah, right. Yeah. Theaters that can play them. In exchange, you just have to shoot a movie linearly end to end. No jump. No, you just gotta start at a point.
Wait. You have to shoot it, or you have to edit it.
Like, the editing has to be
the final product has to be linear end to end.
Every scene needs to come after the scene before it. Yeah, interesting. It can't be time travel either. No time travel.
No time travel.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I believe that is true of Tenet.
Well,
no, fuck no.
I guess
we follow John David Washington basically the whole time. It's all just the next thing that happens to him.
I mean, I'll be honest. I don't remember very much of Tenet. I could be convinced.
I'm not counting Tenet.
I don't know. Yeah, I remember she says the scene. The whole world will be destroyed, even my son. That's all I can remember from that movie. Like, yeah.
No, I will not count Tenet. So
I was gonna say Interstellar's the one that's the problem there, because that one has like a kind of more or less linear storyline, and all of his Batman movies. But
yeah, actually, he's done this quite a bit.
It's his new thing. I feel like he does ever since Inception. I feel like
because he did do Memento.
Well, right. But I mean, like his newer movies are all like this.
Batman Begins is not linear end to end.
No, you're right. It's not.
Dark Knight, and I think Rises has some jumpy shit.
Rises, I think, is probably the closest. I mean, like, can it have a scene where you reference a scene from the past of the movie? Like, because they do that in Dark Knight Rises. Because that's the thing. Right. Every Christopher Nolan movie has to have a big reveal twist. And in that scene, you use footage from the rest of the movie. But, like, sometimes it's also, like, just brand new stuff that we've never seen before.
Now that I think about it, too, the Prestige is more or less end-to-end. All right, whatever.
Well,
there's some flashbacks in that.
The Prestige is all over the place because you're seeing it because he's reading the book of the stuff that's happening. Like, it's that kind of... He loves framing devices.
Like so I'm like, no, for one movie, you can't do that, Nolan. So, but then you get 1,000 theaters. So, anyway.
I mean, I think he would take it, and he would just make a bad movie or something. I think that would be worth it to him. It's like, I will make a movie nobody likes. Yeah. Everybody on set, you can use your phone. I don't give a shit. We're doing this one for the cameras, baby. Or the projectors.
Give me a green screen and AI, and let's fucking go.
Bring John David Washington back. We're going to do another one with him. Maybe he grew a charisma in the last couple of weeks. John David Washington. Man.
Nando, man, there's something about John David Washington that Nando just hates. We can't quite put our finger on it.
Nepo baby, you know, that's it. I love, and you know what it is? I love him. I love his dad, and he's ruining the good name of Washington in the movies. He's like the Bronny of this, where it's like, you better start performing, otherwise you're going to kill the average. The people in your family doing movies. I don't know. What's the last thing he was in? I haven't seen him or anything in a while. Maybe stop doing it.
You hear your critique and was like, oh, I can't let Nando down.
Yeah, I mean, The Creator. Did anybody watch The Creator? Was that any good? Is that Neil Blomkamp? Never mind. That one's bad now. We don't like it.
We look like ass.
Yeah. Listen, I'm sure he's a very nice guy. He does not have any projects in the works. So,
damn.
Maybe he's taking some time off,
That's all right.
For everybody.
Live your life. Live your life.
Yeah, he's got all the money. I'm sure.
Maybe he just hears everything you say about him, Mando, and he's really hurt.
Send me some of the money, and then I'll say nice things, sir. John David Washington.
Jesus.
Send me that. Or let me be in Black Panther 3 or whatever, because Denzel is in that one, I think. Let him figure out a way. I want to be the one white Wakandan or whatever, They'd be like, we don't really usually, but him, he's pretty cool. And I'll be like, yeah. And that's it. I don't need to be in very much of the movie, but if you can have Denzel hook me up with that, I would appreciate it.
All right. Well, Diggins.
Oh my God.
Oh boy.
Oh man.
Pretty tough job ahead of you. Except
this one's going to be tough.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. It's the Odyssey. Just kind of tell people about the Odyssey.
Well, here's the other thing. Me and DJ don't remember what happens in what order. Like, you could go as linearly as you want. I'll just probably be like, yeah, that happened.
Unusually for this podcast, I also saw this movie 5 days ago.
Yeah.
But no, again, it's the Odyssey. There's just tell people the Odyssey.
No, but obviously the parts that he didn't like because they were too fun. Don't leave those out, obviously. But
listen, how was he supposed to do a bag of wind?
How was he? What could that even look like? I don't even have a bag. I can't even imagine it.
You have a bag I can fill with wind?
Just a bag?
How would I
will say there's surprisingly little he cut out. It's like that and the Phaeacians, and that's about it.
Well, the Cyclops doesn't talk to him. They don't have their little. I
just mean in terms of like sequences that are fully not there.
Oh, like fully, yeah.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, I believe that.
Well, it's Diggins.
Oh, right.
I believe. Oh, right. Nando, you need a timer.
I need a timer.
I know.
You're that is.
So out of practice.
It's been so many weeks.
I really appreciate, Nando, how you do the timer because,
DJ really found out how difficult it was.
Well, I just assume you guys can't share things on this. Can you? Oh, you can probably.
Well,
right?
we were maybe somewhere else last time.
That's another. Yeah, I was expecting a text at some point, but I was like, maybe they'll do it the other way, and that's what you did. That's great. Let's see. Countdown timer. Oh, I mean, there's actually some pretty good ones for this.
Is there a special sponsored Odyssey one?
Not that I know of, but there is Boat Boy and Boat Rescue.
Ooh.
I'm going to do Boat Boy for now and see what this
doing
looks like.
Special promotions with online stopwatch.com or whatever. I think that's the studios are really missing out.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see how this one goes. If the Odyssey works out, if people like it, and then it makes a lot of money at the end of the year, and they're looking back and going, what changed? What moved the needle? It may be that. And then they'll go, we should do that in the future ones. So I'm going to share my screen here and show you Online Boat Boy, or just Boat Boy. Online Boat Boy sounds like it's a video that we shouldn't be watching. It's up to you. As long as everybody's of age, you can watch your Online Boat Boy if you want. I'm not going to.
Everyone's of age and has agreed to it, and whatever you do in the privacy of your own boat it's your business.
Whatever he does in the privacy of his own boat while winking at me is also his own business and my business now.
That's what boats are for.
Yeah. And here, I'm going to share it now. And look at that little boy in the boat. And I say little. He's like a little boy.
He's a little boy. A young lad.
He's got kind of a leprechaun color scheme to him.
Sort of.
It's greens and red hair.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he's a leprechaun.
Maybe.
But yeah, Diggins. So you have 15 minutes on the boy, on the boat boy, to give us the plot of the Odyssey. Are you ready?
He's as ready as I'll ever be.
Good luck. I'm going to hit start. I don't know if there'll be noise. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin.
All right. So we open up and it's like, whoa.
It did little C noises. I'm turning them off.
Okay, it's like, whoa, it's the Odyssey. Guys, it's a long time ago in Greece.
Mm-hmm. A time of what?
A Time of Monsters and Magic.
Oh, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so I forget if it opens directly with this or not, but Matt Damon is a man on a beach with a big beard, and he's there with Charlize Theron, and she's
definitely in the beginning.
And he's like, I don't remember anything, and she's like, it's fine, eat your lotus flower, and he's like, it's my favorite.
Yum yum yum.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yum 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 yum. But he's like, I feel like I remember something about being on a ship.
Oh,
and it's like, Anyway, then we go to Ithaca, where Robert Pattinson is leading a group of tons of rowdy boys, eating all the food and drinking all the wine in Odysseus's palace, because they're here to woo Penelope, Odysseus's wife, because it's been 20 years, nearly 20 years, and he still hasn't come back. And they're like, you should marry one of us because he's not coming back. And Ithaca needs a king.
He's dead, for sure.
Yeah, but they've been staying in the palace for years, eating all of their stuff. So, but they're being rude.
But that goes against a certain thing.
Zeus's law?
Zeus's law. Yes. They're disrespecting Zeus's law.
Well, now they aren't disrespecting. Zeus's law is that you should treat anyone who comes to
That's a good point.
Visit you with hospitality. They're not breaking it, but they are abusing it.
They're abusing it, yeah.
So Telemachus, Odysseus' son, is there, and they're really mean to him because they want him to get mad at them so they can kill him. And Penelope is like, yeah, that's what they're trying to do. But Telemachus is like, I got to go find out what happened to my dad. So he and his mentor, which, I mean, that character is where the word comes from. So take it up with Homer. They decide to sail to Sparta to see Menelaus.
Sparta from 300.
Yes, exactly.
That is Sparta.
Menelaus is the king of Sparta. He is the one who's married to Helen. And he is the brother of Agamemnon. So they're like, if anyone knows what's going on with it, what happened to Odysseus after the Trojan War, Menelaus will. So they go off to sail there, and the suitors find out about this. And they're like, let's do some bad stuff to try to kill Telemachus. But don't worry about that right now. Back on the island, Odysseus is starting to remember what happened. And Calypso, Charlize Theron's character, is like, I'm starting to feel bad about giving you all this lotus, so why don't you tell me what happened? So we see in the Trojan War, Menelaus also tells Telemachus this story once they get there about the Trojan horse and all the. I'm kind of like going out of order here, but
you're okay.
It's definitely near the beginning of it. Yeah.
The Trojan horse was how the Trojan War ended. It was a big wooden horse that they built, and Sinon, played by Elliot Page, was a Greek soldier who was left with it, and the Trojans killed him. But he was like, "Oh, this is a gift for the gods," and they're like, "Well, it's a gift for the gods, so we should probably bring it inside." And Menelaus is telling Telemachus about how they had to piss and shit inside the Trojan horse. And you're like, okay.
Savage.
But anyway, it works. They get brought inside, and the Trojans don't suspect a thing, and they sneak out during the night and kill what few guards there are and open up the gates, and all the Greeks burst in and sack Troy, and that's how the war ended. Odysseus, after this, is... he and his men are heading home, but he's like, instead of following the same winds Agamemnon and Menelaus and everyone else are following, we're going to follow some other winds to try to be cool guys. And it kind of works at first. They run into some, they find some villages where they resupply. The villages ran away from them because they're like, oh no, people from the sea are killing everyone.
The sea people from history?
The sea peoples from history, yeah.
Oh, that's not related to the Odyssey. Yeah, this is different.
But they're like, whatever. And they go to another island where they find a cave full of sheep and cheese. And they're like, oh, this sounds great. Because of Zeus's law, the guy, whoever lives here, will have to give us lots of stuff when he comes home. So they wait, and it turns out the guy who lives here is a big cyclops.
Wow.
And he looks freaky as hell. It's really cool.
So he made the cheese?
Yes.
Cool.
With his sheep. But instead of being nice to them, he picks up a couple guys and eats them. Yum, 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 yum.
Does he not know about Zeus's law?
Apparently not.
Someone should tell him.
Yeah, tell that guy.
So the Odysseus and his men are trapped because Polyphemus, which is the name of the Cyclops, not that I don't think they ever say it in this.
No.
He puts up a big rock at the cave mouth, so they can't leave. So Odysseus comes up with a plan where they blind Polyphemus, and then they put a bunch of straw and stuff on their backs. So when Polyphemus feels the sheep to see if make sure only sheep are leaving, he thinks the soldiers are sheep and they get to go. But Odysseus shoots an arrow into his eye socket while they're leaving. So Polyphemus chases them, kills a couple other guys, and throws some rocks. Anyway, everyone's kind of mad at Odysseus for that. But he's like, oh, he killed so many guys. Anyway, they go to another island where they find a big child in armor. And they're like, what the fuck? And before they can even figure that out, a whole bunch of ripped as shit dudes, fucking 7 feet tall, no, even more, like 12 feet tall, show up with big medieval armor. They start killing the fuck out of them. And they're like, god damn it, no. So they all run away, and all but one of Odysseus' ships are torn apart by the big dudes. And they're like, wow, this sucks. So they go to another part of the island, or another island. It's not clear. And when they get ashore, Odysseus' crew are like, Odysseus, we don't trust you anymore. You stay here, and we're going to go get the food. And they find a woman, and she's scared that they're going to kill her. But they're like, no, we're not going to kill you, probably. Just give us some food, please.
Zeus's law. Zeus's law.
Zeus's law. Zeus's law. So she does, and they just keep eating it like little greedy little piggies. And then she massages them into pigs.
That's some weird body horror shit, man.
It seems fucked, actually, in a way that I liked a lot. Anyway, Odysseus kills a deer, and the deer turns into a naked man, and he's like, wait a minute. So he goes up there, and Circe tries to trick him into eating stuff and getting turned into a pig, but he figures it out. So he threatens to kill the bird, who is her sister. That's there. Don't worry about it. And so she agrees to turn his men back into men instead of pigs. And then she gives them some food, and she tells him that they are going to have to go to sail to Hades at the end of the world and speak with Tereus, the prophet. And that's the only way they're going to be able to make it home, is by following his guidance. So they sail off to do that. They make it to the edge of Hades, so they pour a bunch of blood in a shield, and a bunch of shades show up, including Sinon, who's like, Odysseus, it's messed up that you lied to me about what I was doing. And Odysseus is like, sorry. And Agamemnon's there, and he's like, my wife killed me. So Odysseus, when you go home, maybe don't just show up and announce yourself. Maybe sneak in. Be crafty. Odysseus is like, I will follow that advice. And he will. But also, all the shades of the men Odysseus got killed show up, and they're like kind of mad at him, so they have to run away. But Tereus does show up, and or Tiresias? I think
Tiresias.
It's Tiresias.
Yeah. Like Tyrese from Too Fast, Too Furious.
Yeah. And he's like, okay, so here's how you get home. You got to sail past Scylla and Charybdis, and you got to sail past the Sirens, and then you'll get to the island where the sun god's cattle is, and your men are going to eat the sun god's cattle, and they're all going to die. And then you get home. And Odysseus is like, that sucks. I'm going to try to make sure all my men live. So they sail past Scylla and Charybdis, and Odysseus tricks the men into going near Scylla by avoiding Charybdis, because he knows from Tiresias that that's the only way that most of them will live. But Scylla eats 6 of his men, and his second in command gets real mad about this.
Real quick, what is Scylla?
So we only see like a tentacle monster face things, which is somewhat in keeping with the description of Scylla in the actual Odysseus, where she's kind of, it says she has like 6 dog heads around her waist, and they sort of like reach out and grab things. So I think it's kind of supposed to be that, but she's just in a hole, and we don't really see most of her.
Gotcha.
Anyway, so then they get to the sirens, and Odysseus is like, you guys put wax in your ears, but I want to hear the siren song, because that sounds cool. and he hears it, and one other guy hears it, and he just jumps off the ship and swims over to the sirens. And his second in command is like, "What's the siren song like?" And he's like, "It sounds like everything wrong you ever did in your life." And then they're like, "But if you come here, you don't have to deal with any of that."
Oh,
so interesting. It's almost like the themes of the movie. They make it to the Sun God Island, and Odysseus really tries not to land there, because then he tells his men, "Because I was told that if we land there, you're going to eat the Sun God's cattle, and you're all going to die." And they're like, "Well, we just won't eat the Sun God's cattle, Odysseus. It's fine." But then the wind doesn't change the whole time they're there, and they run out of supplies, and eventually his men eat the Sun God's cattle, because they're like, "We decided we'd rather drown than starve." And then the wind picks up, and so they get to leave, but then there's a huge storm. Zeus sends a huge storm, and it destroys the ship, and everyone drowns except Odysseus, who washes up on Calypso's island, where then he spends 7 years there. She feeds him the lotus flower, so he forgets. And it's not too fine a point is made in the movie, but they fuck like nasty for 7 years. But anyway, now he's remembered everything because he's been telling this story to Calypso. And he's like, "I need to go home." And she's like, "The only way you can go home is by surrendering to the gods instead of trying to defy them." So he goes down to the shore and builds a raft, a shitty little raft that he tries to sail home on. And he just lies down on the raft and just lets whatever's going to happen. And so he washes up on shore on Ithaca. And he made it home, finally. Meanwhile, so things have been happening at Ithaca. The suitors keep being real dicks. They're being mean to John Leguizamo, who is Eumaeus, one of... they don't use this word in the movie, but it is true. One of Odysseus' slaves.
Not just one of, the most loyal of.
Yeah. The most loyal of his slaves. And he's also taken care of an old dog that Odysseus hunted with back in the day. And now this dog is like over 20 years old and is dying, but it doesn't want to die without seeing Odysseus one last time.
Aww.
Anyway, so Odysseus shows up to Eumaeus' hut in disguise. He's like, "I am another guy who I worked with Odysseus, and he's coming soon." And Eumaeus is like, "The suitors sent some mercenaries to go kill Telemachus at a temple." So Odysseus goes to the temple, and he pretends to be a warrior with a message for Telemachus. And so he's able to stop the mercenaries who disguise themselves as the priests. He kills all of them, saves Telemachus. They set a fire in the temple as a distraction, and then they run away, and they make it back to the island. And so he's like, "I have a big plan. Your father has a big plan for how we're going to do this, so just follow my lead." So they go to the palace, and then the dog recognizes Odysseus and is all happy and then dies. And Telemachus is like, "Wait, you're my dad." And Odysseus is like, "If I was your dad, then I would be very proud of you." Anyway, he goes into the palace pretending to be a beggar. Penelope wants to talk to him, and he tells Penelope basically that in the Trojan War they broke Zeus's law by doing the Trojan horse, and they pillaged and sacked, and it was a horrible nightmare thing. And he's felt very guilty about that over the past 20 years. And that's partially why he hasn't come home, is because he hasn't reckoned with that guilt. And he doesn't want to face what he's done.
Guilt about any one thing in particular?
Well, there is sort of a symbolic moment where a priestess of Athena is beheaded in front of him. And that priestess of Athena is Zendaya, which is the same guise Athena has been using to appear to him throughout the movie.
No way.
Or was she Athena the whole time? You never know.
She probably was.
God.
You can never know who could be a god.
Cyclopses are real. They probably are. It probably is Athena.
Zeus's law.
Anyway,
law,
so then he does that, and then he's like, and then Penelope's like, "I'm ready to get remarried. I set a test for you. You guys have to shoot an arrow through the axe heads, and none of the suitors can do it. But Odysseus does it." And they're like, "Oh, fuck, you're Odysseus." So he goes absolutely crazy and kills all of them. One of the slaves who's loyal to the suitors tries to give them a bunch of weapons, but Telemachus goes up. They have a fight, and Telemachus kills him. And then Odysseus has to leave because he broke his law by killing all these suitors, but that's fine. He and Penelope go sail into the west, and Telemachus gets to be king, and everybody gets their happy ending. And Odysseus says this Bronze Age is over.
Yeah.
Wow. Whoa.
Oh,
oh no! The boat.
No!
The
Now
boat
he's
Wait,
just
why
like
is
the
he
movie.
sad?
He's just a regular boy now. He's not a boat
Yeah,
boy.
he lives on this. He's marooned. I mean, I assume the person who tends to the lighthouse has some. I mean, unless he's the guy, then he's screwed. Anyway, wow, what a weird one.
Yeah,
Maybe my favorite one so far.
shocker.
Okay.
Good job, Diggins. You did it.
Yeah, did.
You did a good job.
That was a tough one. Usually I talk about how easy this will be, but that one was tough.
The only thing I feel like you missed. Well, you missed why Agamemnon died. That part of that story.
Yeah.
I think that's interesting.
So Helen's twin sister Clytemnestra was Agamemnon's wife. And she kills Agamemnon when he comes home because he sacrificed their daughter Iphigenia to Artemis for favorable winds at the start of the Trojan War.
Very good.
And it turns out that his wife was not very happy about that.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, but also, like, then what's he supposed to do? Like, what do you guys believe in and what don't you guys believe in is my question.
I mean, the
with all
child
of these
sacrifice,
guys.
I think, is a fair line.
Listen,
it's fine if she does it, but
I can listen. If I say I'm a Christian in modern times and I believe in God and the church and all of that, and I come home one day and my partner has told me that they donated all of our life savings to the church, and I'm like, I believe in the church's work, but like we needed some of that.
Well, I guess you don't believe in the church's work then, if that's what you're saying. This is my problem with organized religion is everybody likes it until they actually have to sacrifice something, and then actually this isn't what I wanted to do. I just wanted the fun stuff like communion or whatever. But anyway, we'll get to it. But I have a bone to pick with Clytemnestra about this one.
Oh goodness!
Nando's like, you should be happy your child is dead.
I mean, it seems like he didn't just invent that idea. It seems like something someone told him was what you do. And everything else was supposed to do what the gods say, so why is this against the rules? What are the rules of these gods? I mean, we know one law.
We know Zeus's law.
Zeus's law, very important, but what are the rest of them?
And this isn't in the Iliad or the Odyssey. It's sort of just like part of the general mythic cycle that we have fragments of. I don't believe that Artemis asked him to do that. He was just like, I bet if I sacrifice my child to Artemis, she'll give us some favorable wins.
I mean, I imagine that came from something. Like, that came from,
it worked. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
he doesn't ask him to do it. It was his idea.
It was a gamble.
I mean, it was... But again, I feel like he didn't invent the idea of sacrifice. I'm sure someone did it and it worked for them. And they went, I guess this is what the gods want you to do at some points. And I guess this is an important, and you know what? It's a worthy sacrifice because look at the winds. That was very important, you know? But I just think I don't think it's cool to sacrifice. Well, I don't know. It depends. It depends on what you want, what time period you're in. It's probably more normal in other times, including this one. But like, I just don't get it. I fully don't get it. And is this like this in the book? Is it exactly this, or like is it like
Clytemnestra killing
the god
Agamemnon?
thing? Like, is it
Which god thing?
Like the gods told him, or he did it for the god's favor, and it worked. Like, is it?
I told you this is not in the Odyssey. They don't mention this.
So
it is part of the myths that formed the Trojan War. But it's not actually in the written Odyssey that we have.
Gotcha. Wait, I have a question for you, probably you, Diggins. I mean, TJ, you can answer too if you know the answer to this.
I'm all right.
How much of any of this happened? Like, there was a Troy, maybe, right?
Maybe there was a war between Achaean Greeks and Greeks on the coast of Turkey that was sort of, you know, these locations. That's as much as this happened.
Because that's the whole thing with this. It's like, it's a war, but it's like, we don't have a Troy. But it's like, of course we don't have a Troy. They lose the war, and then Troy gets destroyed. So it's like, you could say that about anything. So it'd be the War of Atlantis. There's no way to prove it. But I was always curious about that. Like, was Odysseus a guy? Was there ever a guy named Odysseus?
Almost certainly not.
Oh, okay. We must have rule, because Ithaca's a real place, right? So we must have rulers of Ithaca.
I'm not sure it is.
Ithaca's not real?
I don't.
I mean, Ithaca, New York. That's probably what they meant.
Oh, that is, yeah. That
I would have to assume Ithaca, New York is named after. Yeah, it's an island in Greece.
But it might be like named after.
Maybe, but I assume it's a real place. I mean, it's part of the...
Okay, yeah, here we go. Modern Ithaca is generally identified with Homer's Ithaca, the home of Odysseus, blah, blah, blah. However, many other attempts at identification have been made. So
I wonder
it might be the Ithaca that Homer is talking about, but it might not be.
I'd be so curious. Like, I mean, I'm sure there's people that have figured this out and like done all the research, but like, I can't imagine none of these guys ever existed at all. This feels like one of those Jesus things where it's like he's a guy sometimes who did stuff and they made myths about him. But it's like,
I mean, the historical Jesus is much more well attested than any of this.
Well, of course, because he's the son of God. But like this guy, you know, cartoon fantasy man, that's a different story. So I just don't understand. But yeah,
it's
anyway,
also that wondering. Jesus was like 1,500 years after this.
That's true. He's the benefit of being more recent. And
just that, no other reason,
And that we didn't lose all of our writing. We didn't lose the ability to write.
Well, we did lose our writing, but our songs.
But the songs.
Sorry, 800 years after this, not. Well, 800 years after the Odyssey was composed, maybe.
Yeah, and also Jesus is fake. They're all fake. There's nothing's real. There's no Santa Claus.
Oh my God.
I mean, listen, if you've gotten this far and you thought there was Santa Claus, I'm very sorry about that.
You don't know who listens to the podcast,
you don't know how young,
Nando.
We have lots of young children who listen to this podcast.
And if they're listening to us talk about the things we talk about on this podcast, normally the Santa thing is going to be really low on their things. They're going to be like the realizations
talking to therapists about later.
Things the therapist is going to have to deal with instead of us. But yeah, no, I don't know. It's always weird when they do that because it's like there's certain historical figures where like that guy definitely existed, right? Like Alexander the Great, he was a guy.
Yes.
Odysseus, not a guy. Maybe a guy. Who knows? You know, it's like
almost
why not?
Certainly not.
He should be a guy. It's weird too because he's like, I guess it would make more sense if it was a fake place, or like. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it would make more sense to me if he was magical in the story, but he's not magical. He's just like some dude. But anyway, it's weird. There was that. You also didn't mention the big twist at the end of the movie.
That the sea peoples were the returning Greeks. Yeah.
They were the sea peoples?
Mm-hmm.
So that's crazy.
Wow.
And that's pretty much it, though. I feel like that's the only other thing. I'm sure there's stuff.
Yeah, you did a good job, Diggins. You did a real good job.
You didn't do the part where Travis Scott sings about it in the end of the credits.
Yeah, that's true. That's huge.
Yes, Travis Scott is a bard in Odysseus' palace who is like, I'm singing the song of Odysseus in the Trojan War.
Sicko mode.
And Penelope's Odysseus. Like, stop it. I don't want to hear that.
Yeah.
Play sicko mode, Travis Scott. That's why you're here.
Do you think Travis Scott, do you think anybody on Travis Scott's team was like, hey, you probably shouldn't do a movie where it ends with everybody getting trampled in a big room? Like, you shouldn't remind people of that thing that happened at your thing?
No.
Like, what was he think? I mean, I guess you don't say no to Christopher Nolan and certain people. Like, there's a bunch of people who are trying to kind of break into like, film, so it's like you take what you can get, but like, man.
To be fair, and I admit I am very unfamiliar with this incident, but I don't believe Travis Scott locked all the doors and then started hitting people with axes.
He did the modern version of that, which is have a big concert and let everybody in and let everybody get shot during it. Not shot. A lot of things happened. It was interesting. I watched a documentary about it. Fascinating. It's crazy that he's like, not in jail, but like maybe he should be in jail.
I don't know.
That's the thing. It's like with negligence, it's such a hard thing to like prove on an individual. But on the other hand, it's like you should have some responsibility for it.
Was he going like trample?
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know. But yeah, wild to me. Yeah, that's the movie.
So it's
so yeah.
What are their wheels?
Well, not on the Trojan horse, not in this one.
Horse, no.
Yeah. Since when is that a thing? By the way, it's almost always wheels, right? Like,
I mean, I feel like that's a modern expediency. that we just have that. So it's like, this is how they moved it. But like, I don't know that it's actually, so here's a funny thing. The Trojan horse is not in the Iliad or the Odyssey.
Oh.
It's referenced in the Odyssey as being like, yeah, that's how the Trojan War ended.
Oh, okay.
But like,
but there was like
the event does not happen in either of those poems.
Right. Like, and then they built the horse, and then they got in the horse, and that. Yeah, I see what you're saying. That's very interesting.
So there's never really like a big description given of it.
Interesting.
It is interesting.
So yeah, that doesn't have wheels.
I mean, I love how they made the guys like drag it. Like I thought that was like
seems awful.
Awesome.
I mean, like, that's how they did things back then.
Yeah, it's a lot of
wheels
labor
on it, guys.
Well,
I'm assuming it took much longer. They had to be in the horse forever.
They were on a beach though, and like they built it off parts of like destroyed boats. Like,
no, it seems hard, but I'm like, I don't know. I mean, listen, I'm not going to tell Odysseus how to do his job, but if he had seen Troy, he'd know what a good one of these would look like.
Well,
fucking nerd.
Yeah,
which is not a thing we can say for Christopher Nolan.
Did he never see Troy?
No, it's not a thing we can say where if he'd seen Troy, he'd see what a good one of these looks like.
No. I mean, he would like Troy, except for Brad Pitt.
I've seen Troy.
But yeah, it's kind of like a prequel to this.
Interesting.
You have to imagine that what's his name gets way more Boston over, like Sean Bean. Kind of something happens to him at one point where he gets hit in the head with the coconut. Everybody else, well, I mean, the other ones are even weirder. Brian Cox turns into fucking Benny Safdie. Like, I guess he's the only other one I can think of. Helena Troy becomes black. That's interesting, I guess. That's like a thing that happens between the two movies.
Very mad about it.
I mean, listen, if I was watching one movie and that happened in the middle of them, I'd be confused. But I feel like
it would depend on the movie.
Yeah, that's true. But yeah, Trojan horse doesn't have wheels. Stuff must have had wheels, right?
I
mean, it has to be a suitor's thing, or like something in there, right?
I don't know that anything there has wheels. I mean, they have those cool shields.
Didn't what's his name have like? Well, not didn't he? But I feel like he would have a wheelbarrow or something.
Who, Eumaeus?
Yeah, they had wheels back then. So, right?
I think Cersei might have had a wheelbarrow. Now that you mention it.
Yeah, she actually might have. She had. Yeah. Is there a wheel in this whole movie? I mean, I was going to say, how do you steer the ship, but not with the wheel. That's not how you do that in these. Wait, okay. There was a wheel. Well, it's like a crank, but like to open the gate, you had to turn something, right?
Yeah, there's a crank.
That's
a
wheel-ish.
circular motion.
Yeah, it rotates and like goes in areas.
So I have this lovely crank for the walls of Troy.
I love it.
That has several different segments on it that all has little things we have to say about this movie. Wow.
Sure
it only took us 5 minutes to establish that premise.
Nothing wrong with that.
You never know.
This might have been one of the only movies we had a shot of having a podcast shorter than movie, but I think we blew it, boys.
No, there was no way.
Yeah, it's tough.
We weren't going to get past Nando's 30-minute dissertation about why Endgame is going to be Doomsday is going to be fucking awesome.
It's just going to be different from the trailer. It could still be quite bad. There's so many moving parts.
Good. It's good to hedge your bets there. All right, but anyway, I'm going to turn this crank, and we'll see who it comes up on. So it's like, well, Nando, it landed on one of yours.
This one just says, and this is a quick one, but it's this woman at Lotus Flower. I couldn't get over the matter of fact, like kind of turn to audience and say, Odysseus, stop eating your lotus flower. That is like maybe the 7th or 8th line in the movie. Because it's like, I get it. It's the lotus. He's eating a lotus. Like that's a thing from these. And she's going to explain it later in a more kind of natural way. But just that line felt like they were either sponsored by Lotus Flower or there was a note that was like in early versions of this movie, people didn't understand what he was eating. So she had to say it at the top of her like voice. And and his line of just, but it's so good and yummy or whatever was also great.
The literal exact line that he says.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, not even a joke is, but it's my favorite.
But it's my favorite.
But it's my favorite. And he says it like that. He's like, but it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Hey, boys, I got a question. Is Lotus Flower supposed to be, you know?
Like a roofie? Yeah, kind of.
Oh. Like, you know, how you know, sometimes, you know, some ladies could be referred to as flower. You know.
Oh, you're asking if it's a pussy.
Ugh. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like what DJ was doing either, but I couldn't figure out a better way to get out of it. Kind of hoped we would go down the roofie route, which is not usually how these go.
Listen, I didn't love saying it, but it felt like the only way out was through.
Well, why didn't you go, DJ, do you mean that puss?
Yeah, oh, that would have been maybe worse. Let's get them all in real quick. I won't say any of them because I respect women, but you guys can say them.
Well, I don't, right? So you know,
right? Yeah, you don't, and you don't and then like also like, there's no good. Well, I feel like
all right, you know, I got
boobs
this. I got
is
this.
perfect. It's the perfect word to describe what boobs are. None of the rest of the parts have words that are good for what they are. I feel like they all stink.
I think elbow's pretty good.
Well, I'm talking about sexual. Oh, I know you are attracted to elbows.
Yeah, how dare you?
Yeah.
Let me say this: is eating the lotus flower, you know, Odysseus getting down and pleasing his woman? Is that what he's eating? He's eating that lotus flower. He's giving her that sweet, sweet cuddlingus.
My God!
You're talking about doing what DJ Khaled won't.
Yeah.
Yes.
And maybe there's a reason.
Is
maybe
Odysseus a good man that way? Is that what he was doing for 7 years when he was eating lotus flower?
Well, he was also doing that.
Yeah, he was. Well, we don't know if he was doing that, but he was involved. He was sexually involved in the situation.
I mean,
I
listen, she was
presume
clearly...
he would be that good of a guy. Personally, I feel like he's somewhat selfish.
Calypso is absolutely the dom in that relationship, though. So I feel like if she
That's
wanted
true. Maybe she made him do it.
Again, she's roofing him, so that would explain it. He can't remember what his name is.
So the Lotus Flower and Calypso are actually two completely different things in the Odyssey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which does kind of cut against DJ's theory a little.
Dang.
The Lotus Flower is just a flower that exists on an island that they go to. Some of his crew eat it, and they're just like, we just want to stay here eating this forever. And Odysseus is like, absolutely not. Get on the ship, idiots. And he forces them to leave.
Okay.
Remember Percy Jackson? It was a casino in Percy Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Calypso is similar here. Basically, after all his crew dies and his ship is destroyed, he washes up on Calypso's island. But instead of roofing him, she's just like, I'm an immortal goddess and I want to have sex with you and I want you to be my immortal husband who I have sex with forever. And he's like, can I see my wife? And she's like, no.
Huh.
So, and then that's just the status quo for 7 years until the rest of the gods, Athena goes to Zeus and the other gods and is like, hey, Odysseus is like my special blorbo. Can we tell Calypso to knock it off and let him go? And they're like, fine. And that's why Calypso lets him go.
Oh, wow. She doesn't just decide. Huh, interesting.
No. The other gods make her.
Yeah.
She's not a god, though, right? She is
a god.
What is Calypso the god of?
She's like a minor god. She's
that's the thing.
A god of anything, but she is a god.
I see.
She's immortal. She has magic powers, but she's not like the god of something.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. But
cool.
But to answer your question, DJ, I don't think Odysseus goes down on Penelope either. I just don't see it in this character. Because, like I said, he's selfish. And, like, he wants to get home and he wants to protect his people and stuff like that. But, I don't know. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy. I don't think there's a lot of those guys in this movie, you know, to be fair.
Sure. Maybe
Tom Holland's guy, I feel like. Because he's like, he's always trying to prove himself as a good guy who's nice. But yeah, he's too world weary. I don't know. He'd be great at it though, because he's the smartest man that ever lived. So that's the curse. the Greek mythology.
Here's another thing: is he the smartest man who ever lived, or is he just surrounded by dummies? Right.
Well,
How smart
that's a good
is
question.
he? You know,
I feel like that's often a question we can ask in real life as well.
Yeah, that's
Fair.
true. He's definitely clever in this, kind of. Like, I mean, the plan of the horse is good. It's a good plan.
Yeah. But he
know?
ruined society that way. He made the atom bomb of the time, apparently, or whatever.
Apparently, yeah. I don't know. For some reason, winning the war with a trick is bad, but winning the war without a trick, that would have been fine.
They broke down societal norms.
Mm-hmm.
They lied about what a thing was for, and they said it was for the gods, and they lied, and lying is bad. And but it's okay. On the boat at the end of the movie, they're like, "That's all good, though. Don't sweat about it too much.
That's
Don't
true.
Beat yourself up." So.
And he had to say he's sorry to the gods.
Yeah.
But yeah, he so the horse is clever. You know, the being around and putting the beggar outfit on, that's clever, I guess. Pretty good. Works.
Yeah.
The plan with the Cyclops is clever, although I feel like there's a better plan involved in that plan
Yeah, I feel like
that they almost skipped. Yeah. What is his, like, in the book, Diggins, what is his, like, does he have a flaw?
Too handsome.
Well, yeah, just too sexy.
No, definitely pride.
Okay.
Like a Beowulf thing going on or something like, it's like, I'm the best.
Like the whole thing with the Cyclops, the way that goes down in the book or the poem is he does the whole like nobody thing where Polyphemus cries out, "Nobody has hurt me," and the other Cyclopses are like, "Why are you whining then?" But then as they're leaving and like they're sailing away, Odysseus shouts back like, "I'm not even nobody, idiot. My name's Odysseus and you got punked by me."
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's how Polyphemus knows who he is to curse him to his father Poseidon.
Wow.
Right.
What a nerd. That's so dumb.
It is dumb.
You don't got to flex on your haters like that. Or I guess the people that you...
That's why it's your fatal... That's why it's the fatal flaw.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
But yeah, anyway, I love that line. I feel like overall the line reads in this movie are pretty good. Like,
there's
considering
like a couple in there, and this is one of them where I'm like, we could have taken a second pass on that.
Yeah, this for me is the "and also my son" of this movie, and that was good. I loved it. I'm gonna spin the crank, mechanism again.
Yep.
Oh, landed on one of DJ's. DJ, what does this one say?
Hey, I'm talking over here.
Oh,
I want to talk about voices in this movie. Now, okay, I don't think it's a problem that like everyone has to sound the same. Like everyone must be in the proper King's English or like whatever.
They're
we want to
not.
sound like. Well, no, but that's what I'm saying. We don't need a unified voice.
like in Troy. You know how they do that. Everybody does the silly, breathy British accent in Troy because they're Greeks. You know, like that whole thing.
In this movie, however, I do find it interesting that some actors are asked to do some kind of voice, and some actors is just like, figure it out. So, Odysseus, Matt Damon. He's just Matt Damon. There's no extra whatever, which is fine, but, he's just doing Matt Damon. Anne Hathaway, she's not just doing Anne Hathaway. She's like kind of doing a proper, more formal voice. She's not just kind of like talking like, Devil Wears Prada too, like, it's me, Anne Hathaway, right? Like, I feel like she's kind of doing.
Is that what they say in Devil Wears Prada too? It gets meta like that? That's fascinating.
Yeah,
or maybe
whoa,
she
that's
plays her. It's like Ocean's 8.
I was gonna say, is it like no Ocean's 12? You mean?
Wasn't it 8? Oh, you're talking about 12. 12 is the one where she plays Julia Roberts, right?
Yeah.
8 is the one where Anne Hathaway, the actor, comes into the movie and pretends to be an actor pretending to be herself. She's an Anne Hathaway, but it's the same kind of like turn. That's what I was referencing. Your thing is
I was referencing the fact that in Ocean's 12, Julia Roberts' character, they're like, you look just like Julia Roberts, so let's use that in our scheme.
Yeah.
And it's like, we can't break the reality like this, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, that's her. Okay, Tom Holland, who is British, has to do his
Prove it. Prove it. He's never been British in a thing. I don't believe it. I think he's from Queens.
Well, he's
Queens,
definitely
New
not
York
from there
City.
because when he does that voice, it sounds incredibly fake.
That's what,
It's
what
me,
it
I'm
sounds like.
Spider-Man.
Oh boy, Mr. Tony Stark, I'm so scared. Yeah, that's it. And but yeah, he does an accent in this. Isn't that something?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he's stuck in the accent like Elvis was for a while, where he just is Spider-Man forever? Maybe.
Could be.
Then there's another. Oh, Robert Pattinson, another British actor who was just doing kind of like American accent.
Yeah.
And then, so those are all people who are, well, besides Matt Damon, doing like a different kind of voice. Then you have John Leguizamo, who's like, "Hey, me, some John Leguizamo. Hey, that's the dog. Hey, those are my pigs. Hey, oh, don't beat the shit out of me.
Loved
Oh
him
my
in this, by
god."
the way.
Yeah, growing up in Ithaca, the streets had music to them. Like, yeah, shit like that. And like, listen, I like John Leguizamo. I think he's funny. And I love him in that stupid Mario movie we've done for the podcast. Have we done him in other stuff? He's in those John Wick movies. We did those, right? But yeah, he's the mechanic who's like, "You fucking know, you got John Wick's car. I'm gonna kill you." Yeah, but anyway, I like John Leguizamo. But yeah, that's my idea of what a comedian doing a one-man show is like. And I'm sure he's done one. I'm pretty sure he had one on HBO, and I saw the trailer for it like a million times when I was 12. Anyway, yeah, he's doing his John Leguizamo voice.
Yeah. And then finally we have the Punisher himself, and he's just, "We're gonna find Odysseus." Tom Holland
he's doing the one thing he knows how to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tell you something, Tom Holland. He didn't say that though in the movie. He lied about it to us. Were either of you guys listening for it?
What?
No.
He said, okay, so in an interview before the movie came out, he was like, "I get all these scripts now. They have me say, I gotta tell you something to whoever's in the movie. And there's one of those in the Odyssey." And I'm like, oh, that makes sense. He's got scenes with little Telemachus or whatever, where they're just sitting and talking. So, like, of course, he's going to start one of those sentences with, "Let me tell you something about your father," or whatever. And I'm betting it got cut or something because there's no bit where he says that in the movie. And it's not upsetting necessarily, but it would have made me and probably about half the people in the theater do that thing where we turn to the person where they go, but, he's great. But yeah, he's just doing Punisher. It's wonderful.
So yeah, I just what was my point with all this? Oh yeah, hey Christopher Nolan, just make your guys do like a thing. I don't need all this fucking bullshit where it's like everyone's got to do a voice or not a voice. Like, I don't know, either make them all do a British or an American, or just let them be their voice. Let Robert Pattinson be British, let Tom Holland be British, let Anne Hathaway do. It's me, Anne Hathaway from Devil Wears Prada 2. You just have them all do the thing that they are.
Wow, Jay Leno, when did you get here?
and not, make some actors work harder than others.
Now,
that's my opinion on the matter.
DJ, you've made a fool of yourself.
Oh no, not again.
Christopher Nolan did do a thing. He did make a choice, which is that he wanted everyone to sound American. So people who were American could just use their natural accent. The people who were not had to do an American accent.
I feel like there's probably a version of that that's not that. No, I guess everybody is. But who else is in this movie?
Okay, if you're gonna make Robert Pattinson, Tom Holland do American accents, have fucking John Barenthal do one too, and not just BA was going Telemachus.
In what way is John? First of all, John Barenthal's not in this movie because he doesn't exist.
Wait, what?
None of these actors exist. There's no Santa Claus. There's no John Barenthal. There's no Jesus.
Now, to be fair, I've let Nando get away with this so much. So I mean, I'm really being very mean by picking on you, DJ.
He's got a beautiful name, and we all love it.
His name's John Bernthal.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, it's a Berenstein Bears situation. It's very obvious how this happens in history and psychology and stuff. So yeah.
That is an American accent. What do you mean?
No man, so I'm doing this is me, I'm John Barenthal. Like that's not.
Wow,
people don't talk like that.
Barenthal again.
Shut up.
Well, that's in his accent. That's what he sounds like.
John Punisher. That's what it fucking sounds like. Like, come on, man. Like, make him do I don't know. Make him just sound however Robert Pattinson sounds. It's like, we are the suitors here.
It's the only way John Bernthal knows how to act, DJ. What do you want from him?
Yeah, also, he sounds like a nerd if he doesn't do that. He sounds like a little acting nerd. Have you ever seen interviews with him? He's
I have not.
It's like, oh, he was so generous. We had so much fun on the project, and I had really poured my heart into the character. And it's like, do yelling or nothing. You can't do this. You have to be screaming at everybody in the movies because this is weird. I don't like it. Even in The Bear, where you're not screaming the whole time, I still think it's this different energy. And like, he never plays that, but he could play like a real soft guy who's like soft spoken and stuff. But he just doesn't do that. I mean, as the only person in this room who's ever met John Bernthal,
that's true.
He sounds like the Punisher most of the time, honestly.
Hey, Nando, it's great to meet you. I love what you're a great guy.
To be fair, he was one or two under the drinking numbers, if you ask me. So I feel like maybe the Punisher comes out of him.
Let me try.
Oh man, I love going out with the boys and getting one or two under the drinking numbers.
Under the drinking thing.
Nando, I fucking love you, man. I love your videos. I love your Doomsday Breakdown. You're right. It's going to be a great movie. I'm going to be in it. I'm at 40 minutes runtime. I'm going to get a lifetime subscription to Nebula right now.
You should be Dr. Doom instead of Robert Downey Jr. And you could do your little actor voice and it'll be fine. No one will know. Because unlike with Robert Downey Jr. doing his silly little like Borat voice, this will sound natural because it is how you sound.
Well, okay, so fine. Johnny B, we'll put him aside. John Leguizamo, come on, man.
I loved it. I loved it.
Really?
Yeah.
I think he put more effort into Bruno and Encanto than this.
He's in Bruno and Encanto? Oh, that's good for him. Wow, he's getting some money then.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Every time somebody says Bruno in that song, he gets 10 cents.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Anybody in the song or anybody on Earth singing the song?
Anytime that song is played,
oh my God,
the word Bruno comes up, John Leguizamo gets 10 cents.
That's how enough money made his first Billy.
Yeah, seriously. I think he's going to be just fine forever. He could stop. I mean, he stopped doing these. I like him in these. I like him in this. I like him in The Menu. I like him in the Deadpool. Yeah, I like him. I like him generally. I think his accent is a little strange, but it's like I don't know. The thing with him is he's like we're saying like a slave. So he's like not necessarily I understand the idea of having father, mother, and son all kind of sound the same because it's like, well, yeah, where did little Telemachus pick up this British accent from? Robert Pattinson, his big brother or something? Like that part wouldn't make much sense. But like, you know, some guy could just sound like some guy. That one doesn't bother me as much.
All right.
I feel like who else is in this movie? Are there other people? What does Lupita sound like? She speaks a little bit, right?
Yeah, I don't know. She sounded like Lupita Nyong'o to me, so
right. Yeah, I don't remember anything really that
I thought
exciting.
Elliot Page did a good sounding like dying. I thought they did a good job there. So,
and then what's her name? Cersei. She sounded kind of normal, like kind of what you'd expect.
Oh, sure. Well, not Cersei, but Charlize Theron. She's another one who had an accent.
Oh yeah.
She had to mask her South African accent.
So, well, I mean, she doesn't sound like that in real life, though, right? Like she has like an American accent, right? But I feel like she did British it up a little bit for fanciness.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like that's not her regular speaking.
Yeah, Charlize Theron is not American, is she?
No.
Well, like, so she was born in South Africa, but like, she doesn't speak with a South African accent.
She doesn't have like the thick South African accent. Yeah,
it's not like Rose Byrne, where like she hides it in the movies.
Yeah,
fair enough.
As far as I know, I've seen plenty of interviews with her. She seems cool. I like her. And if I had to rank everybody in this movie, she's number one. Her and John Leguizamo, and then John Bernthal.
You have John Bernthal 3? He's
the only one I've met, so I'm gonna pick him. He didn't do anything wrong. He seems nice, and he's from the Avengers, so that helps. I mean, who are your top 3 people? If you got to hang out with 3 in this movie, yeah.
Based on their movie performance or just in general?
Just in general. Like
the actors or the characters?
Actors.
No, actors.
Okay.
All right.
Because like I said, like Charlize Theron just seems like a good hang. I think everything I've seen of her, she seems cool.
This is basic, but like my number one is Matt Damon. He's also a really cool guy.
Yeah, he does seem like a good hang.
Married to a non-famous forever, right? Like,
oh, is he? I don't even know who his wife is.
Yeah,
that's the most non-famous you can possibly be.
I know she's Argentinian because that's why he was at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Oh, is that why?
But also been married to her like forever. You know, pretty open about how his like views and stuff have changed over time, right? He like talks about how like certain words he used growing up in Boston were just like kind of normal to him, and he's had to change them.
Like Boston? Cryptocurrency, right? Is he talking about how that word changed?
Hey, he's stopped doing that, all right? Why can't we just say?
Well, they all did when the money dried up.
Everyone gets to grow and learn, okay? Everyone gets to grow and learn.
We'll see. If he does an AI ad in this next Super Bowl, that's right back on the list, bottom of the list for me. So far, I'm willing to give him. He speaks well about Hollywood and the inside business and stuff, and I do respect him.
So I think I would put him number one.
Number two, easily, Anne Hathaway.
I know this. I have to stop myself from just picking three gorgeous women from the movie because they're like supermodels.
I don't even just mean for that. I mean, obviously that's a factor. I'm not gonna lie, but honestly, not even for that. I think she gives such a energetic theater kid performance in this movie that makes me feel like she and I would vibe really well.
Remember when she hosted the Oscars with James Franco and he was horrible and she was doing her best? That really endeared me to her. And I liked her in that Oceans movie. I like her in pretty much everything she's in, right? What else is she in?
I think she's a great actress.
Yeah, she's solid. All right, so wait, DJ, your first was Matt Damon.
Matt Damon, number one. Number two, I want to hang out with Robert Pattinson. Just he seems like he's had a very interesting life. Like
he does seem cool.
He lies to interviewers all the time. So
I love that.
I just want to talk to him, and I think he'd be cool. I just know the premise of this is like, you know, you're under circumstances where like they will talk to you as long as like you're not annoying, like baseline hang out like
just
your buddy.
Like, you know, we're at a bar and in chat, you know, strike up a conversation. You don't have to talk about movies and stuff, but you could, I guess, if you wanted.
Remove the awkwardness of like they're a celebrity and you know that, and it's just like have a conversation with the person.
And then I think I have to do this. Number three, John Leguizamo, only because he did a Nixon 4 during the Tonys.
Big Nix guy.
Yeah, I think I have to pick him number three. So those are my three. All dudes, because I'm woke as fuck.
Nice. Wait.
Okay. Hold on, DJ. Are you saying that you're woke as fuck because you refuse to meet with women who aren't your wife?
Yeah. All right, Mike Pence, or that guy that measures his son's ejaculations during the night. I assume. Remember that guy?
What, is it a real person? What the fuck?
That's the Speaker of the House, isn't it?
No, that guy too.
He measures his son's.
Hold on. We're
crossing
two guys.
It's true.
So there's Speaker of the House Mike Pence, who has an app that monitors his son's pornography.
Mike Pence.
Or Mike. What is his name?
Johnson?
Mike Johnson,
Which would be funnier if he was the one measuring erections.
That's true.
Hey.
But he has an app that him and his son share, where he gets a notification if his son watches porn, his son gets a notification if he watches porn. I believe it's called like Angel Eyes.
Pause.
Do you not have one of these for your two children?
I may have to download that apparently.
Not yet.
Honestly, that's a cool thing I might want my wife to have. Be like, oh, what are you checking out?
So, that's not how it works, but that would be wild. If they got back together at the end of the day and went, hey, I saw you were watching a little...
No, DJ, you misunderstand. This isn't like, hey, check out what your son is looking at. It's your son did a naughty sin. Reprimand him.
So I get a push notification to my phone. Yep. How does it know that my son did...
No idea.
Fine. So you guys don't have more info than this? All right,
it exists. Like again, it is a thing. I think it's called, like Covenant Eyes or something like that. It's got a weird name.
Of course it is.
Anyway, so there's that guy. And then there's the guy who I believe is named Mark Andreessen, who's the longevity billionaire who like switches his son's blood and measures their erections and ejaculations and stuff as they sleep. Because that's scientific in some way to him.
I didn't know that was part of it.
I can't explain
I knew about the blood.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'm not describing it perfectly, but some version of that is true. But yeah, let's see. Let me look at Covenant Eyes. Make sure that's a real thing. Accountability and filtering. Protect your family, guard your heart.
I know you guys. Jesus, I know you guys can't answer the question. You don't know about it, but why would you not
understand?
Instead, set up like a blocker. Like, why would I want him to be able to do it? But then I
think it is a blocker, but it tells you if they try.
Yeah, and also that's not how Bible works, DJ. You have to be tempted, otherwise it doesn't count. You know, they didn't just lock Jesus in a room for 40 days.
Didn't you
like
watch
a werewolf?
The movie I recommended, The Last Temptation of Christ?
Yeah,
it's all about that.
It is.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Okay.
What were we talking about? Oh, the accents.
Oh yes. Oh man, I didn't think we go this long on this wheel slice. Diggins, did we get all of your three? Did you? I feel like we only got two.
Oh yeah. So what are your three? So you said Anne Hathaway was one.
Oh right, yeah. Anne Hathaway was one. Honestly, I agree with Robert Pattinson. He seems very cool.
So we had Anne Hathaway, Robert Pattinson.
You know, I kind of just for my curveball pick, I kind of want to talk to Himesh Patel. He's like the quiet workhorse of this movie.
Well, he's not in it, so I've seen pictures of everybody that's in it. He's not there. They're all standing next to each other with outfits on in the front of the red carpet. And he would be there if he was in the movie, but he's just not. So you may have to pick a different person.
Interesting.
Listen, I'm not in charge of marketing this movie, but they made some choices. And I think it's pretty weird.
He is good in this movie.
He's good.
He's good.
Like I said, I feel like he's like a quiet workhorse of this movie, and I think he would just have lots of like great stories as sort of like one of the more low key members. And
yeah,
I think it'd be fun.
I could ask him what it was like in that movie Yesterday, where it didn't have Anna de Armas or whatever. What was the thing they got sued for?
Yeah, that was it. They didn't have Anna de Armas.
Yeah,
she's in the trailer, but she's not in the movie.
He can describe the scene to you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And then I lose my settlement money because now I've gotten it.
Classic.
So Nolan tends to have his guys, right? Who are like in his movies, right? Like Matt Damon before this was in Interstellar and Oppenheimer. And then introduce some like new guys, right? Maybe Himesh Patel will be one of his guys now, because like that's a trend. It's like you're in a movie, then you're in the next movie.
Yeah, surprising how few of the guys are in this, honestly. Because
Anne Hathaway, Catwoman, Interstellar.
Sure.
Matt Damon,
yeah.
Leo, he's in this one.
No, I'm just naming the guys, like who I would consider his guys.
Elliot Page.
Was in
Elliot Page was
Inception.
in one. I don't consider that a guy. You got to be in at least two things.
No, and Robert Pattinson was in Tenet.
Two.
Well, but two before this to be one of the.
No, I think you just need one, because like Robert Pattinson, Tenet, that's got to count.
I agree.
I guess.
I agree with DJ here.
I guess
because this makes it too.
Yeah. See, but these guys don't feel like the guys, because Leo's the main guy. He hasn't
done anything since Inception.
Oh yeah.
Like that's the thing. I feel like once you main one of his vehicles.
Sorry. Yeah, Christian Bale's the main guy. I feel like because he did Prestige and all those Batmans.
Okay, fair enough.
Behind him, you got Tom Hardy, who did Inception and also that Batman, and probably another one I forgot. Dunkirk. Right, I always forget about Dunkirk. Pattinson had Tenet. Is there anybody in Oppenheimer that crosses over besides Matt Damon? I don't know a lot of guys in that.
There's so many guys in that. Benny Safdie's in
Safdie.
Yeah, that's one. So he's got one under his belt before this. Lupita been in any of them? I don't think so.
No.
I don't believe so.
So I don't know. I feel like once it's a second, it's like pretty established. I also feel like once you star in one of his movies, like you're done. Yeah. Like we won't see Cillian Murphy again because he did Oppenheimer, right?
I don't know.
Or like we won't see Matt Damon again. I don't know, right? I feel like once you've done the headline, like that's on to the next, right?
But then Christian Bale, right? Yeah. Or no? Do you not consider him the lead in the Prestige?
Well, I guess he's after Batman, right? He was done,
but he did Prestige first. Oh wait, no, sorry, no, but no. He did Prestige in the middle of the Batman.
That's
Yeah.
the thing, right? So,
I
but then
see.
by the time Dark Knight Rises was done, he was done, right?
Mm.
Like he hasn't been a Nolan film since.
That's interesting. I've never thought about that. He like burns his actors and is like never again,
No,
but
I
like
just think
in a
once you-
good way. But like,
Yeah, well, once you headline one of his vehicles, right? Are you going to go back to being a supporting in one of his vehicles, right?
Yeah, why not?
yeah, why not?
Well, we don't have an example for it yet, I guess. So maybe when we do,
Michael
I mean, you
Caine,
could
he used to
argue-
be in all of them. Oh man,
It's
remember
true.
that? Where's Michael Caine in this?
who
retired
who
from
would he
acting.
have been? Who would he have been in this movie?
I mean, he's British and he can't hide an accent, so nobody. But maybe
let's
Tiresias
pretend.
or something, like, or Priam. Did we see any of the Romans, or not Romans, any of the Trojans in this? Like,
Barely.
yeah. There's not a
You would
lot
have
of.
created some narrative role for him, like an old
Could have been
councilman.
Eumaeus.
Yeah,
Or-
nah, that's. But then you're doing Alfred, though. I feel like he's got to
Yeah.
be. Got to be a man of the
He could have
people
been
from
in
Bronx.
Sparta. He could have been a guy who like talked about Odysseus in some wise fucking way, right? Because
He could have had
Yeah.
the role that they gave to the rapper who trampled that guy. He could have done that.
that would
Could
be
have
too
been
small.
one of the.
Even in Tenet, Michael Caine gets a whole scene where he talks about what the
Yeah.
fuck Tenet is.
He could have just been in the room, like one of the 50 suitors. Just the old British one.
The old, I would have loved to see him
like,
go
I've
through the
got
boat
an outside
challenge.
shot.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get the
Mhm.
fucking bow. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, that is a bummer that there's no room for him in this, because
Yeah.
he should have been in it. I mean, he could have done like the voice for the Cyclops or something if he wanted, and maybe that would have counted. But
Yeah.
the other one that I didn't think about until I said him was Cillian Murphy has been in these before. He was Scarecrow in those Batman
Yeah.
movies.
Yeah,
Remember that?
true.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was
So-
going to ask why Heath Ledger has been in more of these, but that is a different
The
question.
only two recent one-offs were Leo and McConaughey, where they just did one Nolan movie and they led a Nolan movie and that was it.
Yeah. You know who else is in this? Is Kenneth Branagh. I feel like he's been in a lot of the recent ones, right? He's in Dunkirk.
Villain in Tenet.
He's in Tenet,
Yeah.
and he's in Oppenheimer as
Yeah.
Christmas surprise guy or something.
Yeah. That's a good one.
A lot of
Yeah.
him.
Oh.
And I like him. That new movie he's in looks fine. You know which one I'm talking about?
No, I don't. Which one is
The
this?
one that, like, if it were by the Russo brothers, you would roll your eyes, but it's by the guys that made Dungeons and Dragons. So you're like, maybe this will be good. But I'll send you the trailer and you'll have that reaction.
Yeah, I'm not sure I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, I think this is the longest wheel slice ever. Or
How about this?
crank,
No way.
Whatever.
No, we're
No
going to keep
way.
going. Is there anybody
cool.
in this cast you wouldn't want to hang out with? Or is this the
make me
most chill
think
cast of all time? I mean, like, is there? I can't think of anybody.
Well, now it's
Anybody-
a challenge. Now I have to figure out who I don't want to hang out with.
Because I feel like a lot of movies, I'll be like, that guy is a great actor. I don't want to hang out with him. Robert Downey Jr., great actor. I have no interest. We couldn't speak. Like, he lives on another planet,
I
right?
don't
Like,
want to hang out with Tom Holland. He falls into that category where like too stiff, too rigid. Like, what am I gonna talk to him about?
well, he like talked to him about like Spider-Man stuff. You see interviews with him where they tell him about like CEO of Sex, and he's like, "What the fuck is that? That's crazy." They've been really getting some fun interviews out
I'd
of
be
him
like,
this cycle.
Because like my thing is like I know he's not in this movie, but like I want to spend like 10 days just hanging out with Chalamet. We just talk about the Knicks all the time. We just be like, oh my god,
Oh my
Deuce
God,
McBride, Tyler Kolek, like who do we think could be the backup? Hey, don't you ugh me? That's my
I would.
fantasy.
Oh my God, Tom Holland over hanging out with Timothy Chalamet in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
Oh,
shush,
Nando.
shush.
Nando, I actually think you'd have a great time hanging out with Chalamet because
I
I
agree.
think the two of you would get onto the topic of things you hate, and you
Yeah, that's
both
true.
would just, be off to the races.
We hate cinema, or not cinema. What do we hate? Ballet,
Ballet, opera.
opera, awards. Generally, we're not big fans of those.
Kevin O'Leary probably, right? He probably not.
I mean, I hate him. I don't know how he feels about him.
He spanked him in that movie. Even if it was fake, I'd be like some residual, like, oh, what a dick.
But that's the thing with him. It's like he's dating the Kardashian. Like, I feel like he's also on another planet with like some of these guys. I mean, Tom Holland's dating Zendaya, married to her, so like that's also different. But I don't know. She also feels like a person who I could sit down and talk to, like just have a conversation with.
Oh yeah, I would want to ask her so many stories about Euphoria. But like, tell me just about what it was like filming that show. Seemed fucking crazy.
Sydney Sweeney read? Were you ever in a room where you watched her read? I'm not saying I have any evidence that she can't. I just would be curious to know.
Oh man,
I think everyone else on that set can read.
Is Sydney Sweeney the new Leia Michelle?
Is she? I don't know. She wishes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you'd have stories with. I mean, like you could ask her about challengers. You could ask her about that. Ask her what it was like when that camera was in the tennis ball. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
probably wasn't a real camera, but hey, you never know. I mean, there's some of them that I would just like to ask about this movie. Be like, what was it like being tossed around on a ship for a week or whatever? Because it sounds insane when you hear about how they made this thing.
I was gonna say, from what I understand from most of the interviews, how was it to make this movie? It sucked. It was bad.
Yeah, and that's the thing with like why he might not have a lot of guys in the future. It's like there might just be like, I got mine, I'm out. Like I did my one Nolan movie. Until you make the Nolan movie about the man who invented Hershey's chocolate or something, I'm gonna hang back.
Zendaya, did it seem like the guys carrying the giant IMAX cameras, was that tantamount to torture?
Yeah.
Should there be trials in The Hague for how heavy those fucking cameras were that they made like one guy lift?
Yeah, I mean, I could ask Zendaya and them about the drama and just be like, what was it like making that movie as two people together? Like, this is all like this really tight group of actors that are always in the same things with each other now. So, yeah, I have a lot of great things to say about them, or to them. I don't know about Mia Goth. I've never heard her speak. I don't know what her deal is. She has no eyebrows. I don't know. You know, she's maybe too cool for me is what I'm saying. Like, we may not be able to connect, but,
she might be too Gen Z for us to relate to.
Yeah, Tom Holland has the right kind of theater kid energy, and I could just ask him Spider-Man questions. That would be ones that wouldn't annoy him, I promise. Tom,
I guess there's an earnestness to Tom Holland that I don't think that Chalamet possesses, but like I don't give a fuck.
I think Chalamet used to possess it.
Right, two out of touch now.
I can't pin him down now. Yeah, I'd have to see another interview with him because on one hand, what he's saying about ballet, it's not wrong, you know. He's just kind of pointing out something in a way that is a dick kind of thing. But like, so like but that's what happens when you get so famous. You just say whatever you want, and then it just kind of, you know, goes. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah. Also, I prefer award winners, so I don't think I'd want to hang out with them. But
well, that's no one in this cast, right?
What? Matt Damon had an Oscar for Good Will Hunting.
That's true.
That was forever ago. I feel like Oscars
it still counts. I'll let him have one for that because it's one of my favorite movies, and he wrote it. It's a writing Oscar. If it was an acting Oscar, I would say maybe that deprecates. Sure. Zendaya must have awards for Euphoria, right? Probably.
For Euphoria, like Emmys, probably.
Does Anne Hathaway not have awards?
She doesn't have an Oscar.
I mean, she doesn't have an Oscar. She might have other awards.
I mean, I feel like are we sure she doesn't have an Oscar? Has she never been nominated?
I'm not sure of anything.
Les Mis, she sang and like shaved her head. That was how you got an Oscar back in the day.
Oh wait, no, yeah, it does. She got an Oscar for Les Mis. You're right.
Yeah, and then Pattinson, has he won an Oscar? Lighthouse, all that stuff. Any of those connect?
I don't think
because like Tom doesn't have an Oscar yet. We'll see what happens with the Spider-Man movie. But Robert Pattinson makes such weird movies that I'm like, some of those are a little too weird for the Academy, so I bet he gets nominated, but I don't think he wins.
Right.
Anne Hathaway has been nominated twice, won one of those times for Academy Award.
Who's getting an acting nom out of this movie?
Great question.
Thank you. Damon, for sure. Like, I don't think it's a question.
Yeah, I think they'll show that scene of him screaming in the mast, and that will be like the scene.
It just seems that the Nolan lead is just going to get one forever. He might not win, but like he'll get a nomination.
What do you mean? Would John David Washington get one? I don't remember. No. Yeah. So him. I think Hathaway probably gets one. I think she also gets a scene.
Actress for sure.
She does a good job. I don't think Pattinson gets one, and I don't think Tom Holland.
You don't think
gets
Tom Holland
one.
gets one?
Not really. No.
Not enough acting. No.
What's his scene? What do they show? Like,
The temple scene, maybe.
is that like? That's not the kind of acting the Academy respects.
Yeah.
He's not crying. It's not big. I think Cersei gets a nom. I think.
Are you
supporting it.
serious?
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
That's a very small role in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, who won that? Well, I guess it's a small role, but that's what, supporting actors, sometimes they're little roles that are very, very interesting. Right? Teyona Paris was only in like 10 minutes of One Battle After Another. She didn't win, but like sometimes they elevate performances like that. I mean, one from Weapons is not in Weapons that much.
That's
like,
a good
She's
point.
in Weapons more than Samantha Morton is in the Odyssey, though.
yeah, for sure. But I don't know. I feel like out of all of the individual performances in the movie, I think that's the one that gets a nomination outside of the main two. I don't know. Do you think anybody else does? Do you think what's her name? Lupita gets the nomination?
No.
I don't
That's
think so.
too small.
Yeah.
You need some level of...
As much as I think it would be interesting, like I think Elliot Page did a good job, but that's not the kind of role that gets a nomination.
And some of them are too small is the problem.
Yeah. But I feel like that Cersei scene has the perfect amount of like acting mixed with crying, and like kind of it's also that narrative of like she's an older actress who hasn't been really around as much, and here she's back, and like she's good in it.
That's true. The narrative is good. And you could pull a lot of scenes from that.
I like her a lot in Schenectady, New York.
Oh,
I didn't realize it was her until afterwards.
great
but,
movie.
Yeah, just such a good movie.
Destroyed me.
Yeah, so weird and sad, and like, but also, yeah, I don't know. Is there anybody we're forgetting? Probably not Bernthal. Probably not Safdie.
No.
Probably not.
I mean, Himesh Patel is sneaky for supporting because there are a lot of scenes you can show, and he does a lot of work, right?
Yeah,
I feel like it might be too quiet a performance.
that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think you could get away with it. Honestly, I'm kind of talking myself into Pattinson, but I think there will be more. I just think his performance is big enough. I think most people come out of this movie going, I really like Robert Pattinson.
That's
I
fair.
think that helps. But I do think by the end of the year, there'll be enough supporting actors to edge that out. Like, I don't think he'll get a nomination.
Yeah.
Because supporting actor is usually a pretty strong category. Like, they're not,
It's true.
scraping the bottom of the barrel. Do you think Nolan gets Best Director?
Easily. Like wins or noms?
Wins. Do you
I
think
don't
it
know
wins for
about
it?
wins. Definitely nommed.
Well, who else would you put
Yeah.
in the win?
I mean, so far it's hard to say, but
I just don't know that they're going to give it to him again 2 years after Oppenheimer. That's my one thing.
Diggins wants justice for his boy Denis. He's like, give Denis his Oscar.
oh yeah, could be that.
Waited long enough.
The Russos, maybe that eventually is even really good. No, you guys,
I
it's gonna
love
be
you,
good.
Nando. Never change.
Maybe they'll give
Never
one of the
change.
Hershey movie. Whoever directed that.
Well, that's not till next year, right?
No, it
No,
depends.
it's just,
yeah.
it's
2026. No,
Oh,
yeah.
really? Well,
Yeah. He
maybe
directed
then.
Mother of the Bride. He directed He's All That. He directed Bad Santa 2. So this is a real, rags to riches story.
This
know,
is
do we-
Denis Villeneuve?
Yeah, it's Denis Villeneuve. Isn't it weird, though, that he's making that James Bond movie? It's like, what is it? I need to see it. What are we
It
getting
is
here?
weird he's making a James Bond movie, yeah.
The Hershey
I mean,
guy?
No, Denis Villeneuve. But also, I'd love to see his version of it. How about Inarritu for Digger? That movie seems to think it can win a nomination.
God,
You
that
know?
movie
We'll
looks
see.
horrible.
We will see, won't we?
That movie looks super fucked. I don't know.
Yeah, Jesse Eisenberg apparently is a good one this year, the debut. And it's another one that he, I think, wrote and directed.
Yeah, I
So-
saw a trailer for that. It seemed interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of a little bit, not really that
Listen.
Schenectady, New York, but a little bit.
I'm never going to turn down some Giamatti.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like and he's great. And she's like awards catnip. Not that she always wins, but she's like so good for that. I don't know if they should win. I think it'd be interesting.
What, for Best Picture?
Yeah. I don't know.
Oh, it's gonna win. Guys, think you're downplaying the.
I don't know.
I know that the.
Too early.
Oscars,
Too early to say.
All right.
Oh no, I mean it came out too early in the year. Like the narrative.
Oppenheimer's the exact same time frame. He releases summer blockbusters. That's his thing now.
Yeah, but Oppenheimer was the first one of those. I feel like that narrative is different. Now we have the narrative of can he do it again, and there's a lot of runway for other movies to be the one. And like I just think one of them will show up and it'll be the surprise hit. That Fjord movie is apparently very good. I haven't seen it, but like the one with Sebastian Stan that's like about a family or something. I don't know.
If you're them, you want another front runnery. I don't know. I just think you want Nolan to be big. It'll probably be the biggest grossing movie this year, right? Like, I don't know.
Well,
we'll see.
Probably not.
I mean, Toy Story is
okay.
probably currently the highest. Doomsday. Yeah, Spider-Man. Honestly, Spider-Man might make more money than Doomsday.
That's true.
Those movies print money. But
hey, since we're on a tangent, I have a question for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Do I bring Disruptor to see Spider-Man? He's 4.
Has he watched any of the others?
Seen one of the movies?
Well, he watches like Spidey and His Amazing Friends. He's like, oh, Spider-Man.
That's so different, though.
Right, but have you shown him any of the Tom Holland ones?
No, but I've seen young kid. I saw a young kid when I saw Far From Home. Like,
I mean, maybe show him a Tom Holland one and see if he's interested.
Like,
I would say that. I would say. I mean, I'm guessing it's going to be PG-13.
That's true.
That's the other thing. The rating thing was what was scaring me.
They're all PG-13 though. Like Spider-Man movies, they're violent. Yeah. He bleeds. Right. Like the rules for that are very. Like PG-13 is a huge thing. I would say I think it will probably be mostly fun, but I think it will be maybe kind of sad in a like dramatic way.
It's like what's going on?
Maybe would upset a child.
I think a 4-year-old would mostly not kind of understand the sadder parts.
I would take him to Into the Spider-Verse if that was out next week, but Spider-Man, MCU Spider. Well, also, like, what is he gonna watch? The Punisher? You want your kids to see the Punisher? Right. Oh, Daddy, what about that new movie he did for Disney Plus? Can we watch that, Daddy? And then I'll be like, oh,
he didn't like the special.
Son.
He thought it was kind of meandering.
Oh, did he not like it? Oh, okay.
I didn't like the special.
Well, yeah, show him that first. Show him about the Manushi, who's the Punisher now.
Yeah,
and then
it's like son.
See what he says.
I saw him throwing the car. The guy throwing the dog in front of the car was just too gratuitous. Like
too gratuitous.
They went way over the top with that one.
Mm-hmm. Also, it doesn't really make any sense with the canon of the character, and I'm sure he'll understand that because he's also watched most of the Netflix material. Right? You saw the first 2 seasons of Punisher and the Daredevil season. Daredevil
did Jessica Jones. Did all of them.
Oh yeah,
even Iron Fist, which I thought was very brave of him.
He got Iron Fist though. He was like, "This is for me. I'm very young. This is perfect."
All right, fair enough. What I was going to say about Spider-Verse is, Nando, I completely agree, but the problem is, he'll be graduating high school by the time of that movie.
It'll be hard to get you out of the Mecha Walker 5000 that's keeping you alive past the age of 120. But I think the Spider-Man movie will be too intense for a child.
That's fair. Okay.
Also, if I could just. If someone could ask me, should I take anyone to see this movie? My answer would be no. I want to be in an empty theater with just me. So,
Well, I know selfishly you want.
Kick everybody out.
For a Spider-Man movie, that's never going to happen.
Maybe it'll happen at the ScreenX. Maybe I could get the whole ScreenX to myself. I just have to spread a rumor that it's dumb and bad. Which, hey, I don't think it's going to be that hard.
Wait for the new Nano V movies drop.
Yeah. I'm going to see the movie on Monday. I'm almost positive it's not in a ScreenX, but I would die. I would love to. I think I will go and see it because they put a little camera on top of the camera, and they actually filmed the whole movie in ScreenX apparently, so you can always see stuff over there.
I like ScreenX. I know it sounds stupid, but I like it. I saw Avatar in ScreenX, and I liked it.
Yeah, I hear it's good.
I saw so much of Lady. She was so fun.
Wait, Lady?
The fucking chick from Avatar that Diggins likes. What's her name?
Varang.
Oh, you're talking about Varang.
Yeah, it's a lot of Varang. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh well, that's never going to be a bad time.
Yeah, she's always off screen, right off screen doing stuff. So when she's not on screen,
that sounds like a
check
better
on her.
version of that movie for me.
Exactly. I like that Christopher Nolan's like, I want to make the movies taller. And Daniel Creighton's like, no, wider. Make them so wide they wrap around the whole theater. And it's like, why can't we just pick one format? These didn't used to be like this. What's going on?
Can I get my 70 millimeter Screen X? Can I get best aspect ratio and also wrap around?
Oh my God.
That's
but
what I want.
Over your head. So like you can look up and see the sky. That's Screen Y. That's Screen X is the other direction. They gotta. Oh man.
Does that mean 3D is Screen Z?
Mm-hmm. And they don't make those anymore. Although I almost went to a 3D screening of something recently. I can't remember what it was. What was it? It wasn't Supergirl. I don't know. But I was shocked that they still make them. I was like, right. This is still something people see. Yeah.
It's not worth it.
All right.
No.
As a
Not
reminder,
like
we were on the Wheel Slice. That was my
their accents are
we're
funny.
on number 2
over here.
Yeah.
Wheel Slice number 2.
Second Wheel Slice. So I guess I'm guessing here. I'm doing a huge guess, but I'm gonna crank this wheel and I'm gonna guess Diggins.
That's right. I haven't done one yet.
All right,
Okay,
Diggins. What does your Wheel Slice, crank slice say?
I got one here that just says, I bet this would fix me. Guys,
Mm-hmm.
I think it might feel good to have Cersei massage you into a pig.
Oh, what?
Oh.
That's a hot take. I'm not even going to agree a little bit with
I
you
think
there.
it might feel good.
You're out of your mind.
I mean, they are eating delicious food. They're loving
They
it.
eat delicious
right?
food.
No,
Otherwise, they'd
it's
stop. Obviously.
Obviously.
So it's obviously a
They're
choice.
being
there.
choked by the food they're eating.
Because it's so good, they can't stop eating it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then being massaged into a pig.
Yeah, she just massages your body, and it contorts horribly as your bones shift.
Just say
to
she
pig
breaks your bones into a pig. Like, that's
Yeah.
not good.
Now
But
listen,
then the pig's bones are fine later. It's magic,
Yeah.
so it's fine.
Listen. Do I think it'll be like it'll immediately feel good or like be comfortable? Probably not. But like that massage Edward Norton does at the end of the invite,
Mhm.
Oh, boy.
it might cause a lot of pain at first, but then as it settles in, you're like, wow, that's actually the best I've felt in years. Now that I'm a
All right,
pig.
yeah.
Counterpoint. After Odysseus gets all his boys back into boy form from pig form, no one's like, turn me back to a fucking pig.
That's
Odysseus, you
true.
piece of shit, I want to be a fucking pig.
Oh,
Please.
Okay, but DJ, none of them seem that mad about it either.
That's true too. Well, they kind of treat it like they got like they ended up at Four Seasons Total Landscaping. It's like, egg on my face. I didn't realize I was going to be turned into a pig today, even though all the signs were there. Lion and zebra, big giant thing of all the armors from before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that should have
Zeus's
tipped them
law.
off. When they saw all of the armors being like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, to be fair, they were
whoa.
extremely inattentive.
Yeah, and they're. I do think you like we were talking about. Maybe everybody else is just really dumb. Then Odysseus is the only one with like half a brain cell, because that would make sense.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I just
Would you
feel
want to
like
be a pig? Oh,
it's not that I want to be a pig. It's that I think the process of being turned into a pig and then back into a human afterwards, it would be like getting an amazing massage. I'd be like, oh wow, my joints are just like so much looser. All the tension in my shoulders is gone. You're like, whoa.
I think this
For
is
sure.
a terrible take by you. Like,
Well-
because even when their pigs are pigs, they're like, Odysseus, no, don't do it. You be pig, man. Don't fucking do it, bro. Like, they're not like, oh, I'm chill. I'm not going to warn my boy. About getting turned
Okay,
into a
listen,
pig.
they don't want it to be turned into a pig because then they're all going to be pigs. And Cersei at that point is also like, hey, bring this pig in so we can kill and eat it. And so, at that point, I'd be freaking out. I'd be like, whoa, don't eat him. That's your boy. Odysseus, that's your boy. Don't eat him.
It's your boy.
Would
But
you?
that doesn't mean that being turned into a pig didn't feel good.
And also, like, I can't remember. How does she turn them back to guys?
She just kind of like does sort of the same thing
Back
in
into
reverse.
your
She sort of like
disguise.
massages them into people.
Back
Okay.
into your disguise.
So you could have her fix some things for you. He'd be like, hey, Cersei, can I be, 6 feet tall in case we end up on that island again? I want to be so big. Can we put 2 of my guys in a one guy so we can fight the Cyclops just like hand to hand?
Look,
and
this is a reference.
Super Pig.
This is a reference that neither of you are going to understand.
Okay.
So, but there's an episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, part 4, where they go called "Let's Eat Some Italian Food," I think, where they go to an Italian restaurant and they eat the food, and whenever they eat the food, something horrible and fucked up happens to them.
Okay.
But then immediately afterwards, they don't remember being in pain, and whatever horrible fucked up thing happened, like whatever body part the horrible fucked up thing happened to them, feels amazing.
Interesting.
I mean, that's the question of what is pain, like, and how does memory of pain work?
So I think it might be like that. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I think my problem, I would be worried that I would like being a pig too much. Like, I would be that guy who's like, oh, I want to stay as pig. Pig was so cool.
Simple.
Well, then maybe that's an option. Like, if you just want to be pig,
Yeah. But I feel like then Odysseus would be like, no, we got to get home to your family. Like,
but then also after Cersei was like, you were a pig as a metaphor for your rapacious nature and how you are destructive and selfish and greedy and just destroy and take whatever you want. Then I'm like, I liked being a pig, but now you make it sound so bad.
Yeah. We get it, fucking Cersei is on the nose o'clock over here.
What do you have to do to get turned into a deer? What does that have to say about your personality?
Or the lion, yeah.
Or the lion, yeah, because that's pretty cool. And they're not like, oh no, Odysseus, don't go up there. They're like, yeah, I know, lion, huh? Crazy.
Like, shit, yeah.
What are you gonna get? But like, so I don't know what animal you think she would turn you into. I better not be pig.
Mine would
considering
be sloth.
all the things we've said about them on this podcast.
Mine's sloth. Mine's easy.
Oh, sloths look so happy though. Like, I feel like that would be a good one. You ever seen sloths just like climbing around?
Yeah, they're adorable. They're so cute.
They're having a ball. They look like they smell, but besides that, I feel like they're pretty cool.
Yeah, but I feel like much as we as men are, when you smell, you don't smell that you smell. Everyone else smells that you smell.
It's true.
It's true. What about you guys? What animals would you be turned into?
Oh man, that's tough. I mean,
Turtle.
like,
ooh, turtle's good. Get that shell. And you long life.
Long life, and also I get to take everything nice and slow.
Yeah.
Do you want long life though?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's right, because we've had this conversation before.
Good. Good.
You want to be a vampire?
I think anyone who wouldn't be immortal is an idiot.
I mean, like, listen, if I got to choose what animal I'd be, I'd want to be like a bird or something.
Well, not choose, but what would you be?
But if I had to get the one that represents me and my faults, it's a dinosaur that spits on, what's his name, that one?
Spits on Newman?
Dictytelius or whatever? No, I would want to be a dinosaur, though, because then I could eat her. But no, I don't know. I feel like, I also would be sloth. I feel like a lot of us would be sloth.
I mean,
it's a good pick.
What about like a squirrel or something? I feel like I'm easily distracted, right? Like, what are those animals that are just like constantly jerking their heads around? Because they're like, oh my god,
mammal,
stimuli.
I'd be a capybara.
Ooh, that's good.
Just chill.
They're food though, right? People eat them.
Some people.
A lot of things are food.
Yeah, you gotta watch out. You don't want to be food. I want to be,
If I'm a capybara in this part of the world, people don't eat capybara here.
That's true. But there aren't any. Are there capybara here?
I mean, not natively, but in zoos.
Yeah, I guess you'd be part of the like menagerie of whatever her steps, so you would be able to just kind of chill. Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Do you think people would go to her and be like, "Hey,
it's just like a business or something.
I've been being a real jerk to people. I've been bad boy."
And then she points at the sign outside her hut that says "No sex stuff."
Yeah.
She's like, "Get out of here."
No sex stuff, and no, you can't come in here looking for animal transfiguration. It has to be thrust upon you.
You leave my lotus flower alone.
Also, frankly, there's definitely not a sign that says no sex stuff outside her hut, because
That's true.
In the poem, Odysseus stays with her for like a year, and they bone like crazy. Also,
how much boning does Odysseus do?
More than you'd think.
A lot.
And also, it's been kind of going around online. There's a really funny part where after he's like gotten her to be like, turn my men back. She's like, all right, I'll do that. But first, we should lay down here and have sex. And he's like, what? You just turn all my men into pigs. So yeah, I'll do that, but only if you promise not to do that to me.
Yeah,
you promise not to do any pig stuff to me.
Nothing wrong with that, as long as she promises. I mean, it's wrong with that and cheating on your wife, I guess, but ancient Greece, rules are different. You're Odysseus.
Men at war is what you're supposed to do, right? That's,
Yeah.
It's part of it.
Huh. Well, that's great.
Well, anyway, why don't I go ahead and crank this gate crank once again?
Probably quite a few things not left, or very few things left on this crank.
Yeah, we've spent so long on some of them.
One or two, maybe, but
I probably have one.
Yeah. Well, let's crank it and see what happens.
Let me just crank and see what happens. Nando, it landed on one of yours.
This one just very simple. It's a request to Christopher Nolan. Stop doing this. No more IMAX, please.
Oh,
I love it.
How have we gotten to 4 hours without having this discussion?
It's so weird, right? Like, can you imagine if anybody else did anything else like this? If Taylor Swift made an album that you can only listen to on a gramophone. There's 25 gramophones on Earth. No one gets to, you could hear it on a CD, but it's worse. It's markedly worse. And they say, like, we recorded this album for the gramophone. I don't even know if a gramophone can be used to play a record, but like something like that, you would be like, wow, Taylor Swift, that's a weird decision to make. And also, it's not like elitist necessarily, but what it does is it creates this horrible resale market where, like, either you have to have gotten the ticket a year in advance, which I'm pretty plugged in and I didn't even know they went on sale when they did, or you have to go see it at 2 a.m., or you have to pay like $300 for a screening because people scalp these tickets now. Like, I like the IMAX. I saw it in the IMAX. It was very nice. It was the one in Pennsylvania because we have one. But like, either they got to fix this so it doesn't create a secondary market, or they have to build more, but they can't because it's too hard, apparently, because they forgot how or something. The technology just doesn't exist. And I've been reading about this. Like, have either of you guys seen any of the things about like why they don't have more IMAX screens or why they don't have more IMAX cameras?
I am not aware of this now.
So they physically, like, I've heard two versions of this. I can't remember which one it is. But basically, they do not have enough, like, they either do not have the plans, like the schematics to make an IMAX projector anymore. I don't believe that, because I think you could reverse engineer it. Or more realistically, they just don't have the parts. Nobody makes them anymore. It would be incredibly cost prohibitive to make them. The only thing they can apparently do is take old ones that are broken and refurbish them. It's like, apparently they just opened a new one in Canada by like taking one that was broken and for over the course of years, I think, like fixing it. But like, it's just so unsustainable. And like, it's such a weird, I don't know, like, it's just such a weird like phenomenon. I mean, it doesn't usually happen with movies, you know?
IMAX digital exists, right?
It does exist, but it's not the same size screen.
It's 1.9 to 1 instead of 1.43 to 1.
Yeah.
So it's a little, it's like taller, but you don't get everything. Head. I know.
Yeah. You're missing all the secret characters. And like, I don't know, you guys saw it in non-IMAX versions, right? Which versions did you see it in? Do you remember exactly which?
Regular ass, poor man's one.
Basically regular. I saw it in the Dolby Digital, whatever the fuck.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure that's just the regular one, but they pump the bass.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
And it was fine.
Also, hold on. I really have to just go back to this point at first where Nando suggested that he doesn't know if a gramophone plays records, a gramophone, which is also called a record player.
Oh, okay. What's the thing I'm thinking of that's like what? There's another thing.
You turn the crank with the big horn thing at the end. Oh.
What do you use wax cylinders for? Whatever wax cylinders. Yeah, one of those things.
The original versions of phonographs / gramophones used wax cylinders. They're still called the same thing.
I gotcha. That makes sense. Well, yeah, that I don't even know what that is. We've got so much culture. But yeah, I don't know. Did you feel like either of you feel like you missed anything, or like did you? Would you
only the giant
scene?
It's the one where you're like, fuck, man. Why do I only see chins?
I would like to see it in IMAX, and in fact, I might still. That being said, I don't feel like you're having a measurably worse experience if you don't see it in IMAX. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, if you don't see it in IMAX, that's fine. If you can see it in IMAX, it's pretty cool.
I agree mostly. I think I have not seen it in non-IMAX, so I don't know. But it feels there's something about the way that this movie is selling tickets and the way that it's like happening that's just strange. Like, has this happened with a movie in a while where there've been scalpers?
Well, because
it happened with Oppenheimer.
Yeah,
right.
For another IMAX thing, yeah.
Because we don't have a lot of examples of this is the problem.
Yeah.
Well, because Christopher Nolan makes a big deal of filming his movies for IMAX and like hyping up the format and everything. So it becomes a big deal. And between that and him being an immensely popular filmmaker that lots of people want to see his movies, it sort of creates this sort of situation that just doesn't exist for any other movie.
All right, I have a dumb man's question. Why can't the digital IMAX do the proper aspect ratio?
This is a great question.
Thank you.
Because it would be too small and people wouldn't like it. They wouldn't.
Is that really why?
View of the movie, kind of, yeah.
Okay.
Like, because like, you know, hypothetically, they could put some bars on the side and then just, you know, smush the whole thing. You know, like
sure.
But I've been told, or I've heard that question, and then the answer is just like, it wouldn't work because of something. Well, the other thing that's weird about IMAX is like you can't buy an IMAX for your house. Like you can't buy the IMAX copy to watch at home.
That's actually a great point, Nando.
Why doesn't IMAX? But like, you know, like the IMAX 70mm version of this movie where you could see the whole movie is only in theaters. You can't even watch it on your phone, or not on your phone. Well, you can't watch it on your phone. You should watch it on your phone, everybody. Get your PSP out and watch it on your UND disc.
I can't endorse watching it on your phone. However, I think any movie that can be watched on PSP should be.
Yeah. But yeah, like you can't go to your house and then just watch that version of it so you can see what the things are. I don't know. I guess the question is like, is IMAX, do we like IMAX as a company having this much power?
Well,
that's again part of it I find strange.
Do they have power, or do they just, you know, some people have like a preferred format, right? Like, I don't know. I don't think they actually have like that much power. Because I'm with Diggins. I don't think it's a remarkably lesser experience if you just see it in, you know, regular old movie vision, whatever.
Movie vision. That's what they call it.
Movie vision. I mean, listen, if only one company could come up with a new name for what all these are, and because they can't get IMAXs, then we can have that. So I don't know which company is going to invent such a thing.
I don't know how they would have the technology, but this is how Netflix could like make a lot of money. They have like the $50 a month tier, but it's IMAX tier. It's we got all the movies in IMAX.
I'm surprised that doesn't exist. Like that's the thing with Netflix or with IMAX. It's like, why not? Because they even tried to give you 3D movies at home. Like distribution was always so easy. It feels strange.
Remember when 3D TVs were a thing?
I do.
Yeah.
What a time.
And they were bad and no one liked them.
Yeah.
They were bad and nobody liked them. Although they were probably cool the first time you put it on. You're like, whoa. And if you watch like Avatar on it, was cool. And then you try to watch anything else and it sucked. That'd be my guess. Have you ever used
probably.
one?
I never used one.
Me neither.
Me either.
I used a 3DS, which I think is a similar concept.
That's true. I had one of those.
But I turned the 3D off after like the first 2 times I used it.
Yeah. Same. Yeah. That's it. But let's spin the thing again. Tick, 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 tick. Oh, landed on one of DJ's. DJ, what does this one say?
This is a great juxtaposition to Nando's point, kind of. Okay. Has Nolan made his worst movie, and has Nolan made his best movie? Like I'm saying, in the future, because Nolan's going to make more movies, obviously, can he make a worse movie than, I would say, Tenet, right? I know there are Tenet defenders, but I do think that's his worst movie. Yes.
Yeah, that's so tough. I don't know if Dark Knight Rises, if it was its own thing and there was no Dark Knight and Batman, would it be worse than Tenet?
I think Tenet's abysmal.
I think Bane saves Dark Knight Rises in a way that nobody saves Tenet.
Yep.
Like,
and then did he make a better movie than, I don't know, pick your favorite Nolan movie? Like, whatever.
Also, I mean, we haven't talked about that Insomnia movie that he made, but that might be kind of bad. I saw it once when I was younger. I can't remember it. Oh, it's good? Okay.
Well, I like it. I'm not saying it's good. I like it. I think it's
not bad. Like, it's not the clear stinker in the group.
Exactly. And I put on that too. But okay, do you think Nolan has like better? Like, could he have a better movie than, I don't know, what's his best movie? Like, is it Odyssey?
It's this Odyssey, or it's this Oppenheimer, or maybe Inception. I feel like are probably the big 3. I mean, Dark Knight is the Dark Knight, but that I feel like is special for other reasons.
Right. So I just guess, my point with all this is does he have better movies in him that are like better than this? Or like, is this Nolan Apex, which we're at like right now between like
I was gonna say,
Oppenheimer
do you
and
think
Odyssey?
this is his best movie ever?
It's either this or Oppenheimer. So if I'm saying that just like these 2 movies, like one of them is like his Apex.
I think you can make the case that it's this.
See,
especially because it's the most movie too. It helps that it's like the biggest he'll ever make. Probably, I can't imagine what else he would make. But
I think he has another tier. I think he's got one more tier in him.
What it would be like Interstellar 2, where he goes back in time or something, like, and like goes to the dinosaurs.
I don't know. Like I will say this. So the 2 recent movies are based on things, right? Tenet was not. Is he pigeonholed into this from now on? He can't go make, I don't know, whatever other ideas got swirling in his head. It's got to be his next movie's got to be like, Battle of the Bulge or some shit like that. Like, you know what I mean?
He's always done a mixture of adaptation and original works. So I feel like he is forced to continue doing adaptations.
But
I feel like he gets to have the from the maker of Inception card and then get an original work in there.
Okay.
Whenever he wants.
It's just,
what would I want him to do, though? Now I'm thinking about it. Like, what is the thing that could be bigger than this? Besides Digger, of course, the biggest movie ever made.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But, did you know that Tom Cruise has done a lot of movies?
Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, I did.
Did you know Tom Cruise is Digger?
He is Digger.
Wow.
But yeah, like, what could be? I mean, what's the biggest movie in history? Like, Titanic?
Like
Titanic, yeah, right.
Financially, popularity. What do you mean?
I don't know. Just like bigness. Like in terms of, could he remake The Wizard of Oz? Like, is that something like?
I don't know if that's really in his wheelhouse.
Yeah. Is there another book that is thought of as
Done,
unfilmable?
but it's like he, like,
or has been tried and failed.
He could do Ulysses next.
Yeah, right. He could do all of these ones of them. That would be funny. Like
Journey to the West.
Yeah, you
right?
could do
like
that.
What big thing Yeah.
I mean, he could do a historical biopic about a character, someone from the Odysseus time. But like so many of them have been done. We got that Napoleon movie, and not that he's from the Odysseus time. But we're thinking like we got that Alexander movie. Like, who
would you do? Like, what about Genghis Khan?
But Cleopatra movie or something. But even then, it's like, what would be bigger than? Would that be bigger than this? I don't think it would feel that big.
Do it. Do a future movie. Future war. Future robot.
Tomorrow War. Yeah.
I don't know. I think this is a very interesting Nolan time because we had like a lot of ups and downs, but we're at a very high right now, and I'm very curious. I think he is maybe not the next one, maybe it's like the next one, but has one more like could even like wow, he's done it. He's gone crazy.
It's only 55. He could probably churn out quite a few more movies before he's not able to do it anymore.
Hey, Spielberg's still going, so
Spielberg's still going, Scorsese's still going. Like, you can keep directing well into old age.
Yeah. John Williams is still doing score stuff. He's like in his 90s.
And Olivia Wilde just directed that Invite movie.
Mm-hmm. Just huge.
And that's what 90 is for women. Is whatever age she is.
I see.
An old crone, as far as I'm concerned.
She's like in her 40s, right? That's practically dead.
She's pretty. I mean, yeah. She maybe has one more good one in her. But yeah, I see. Like, yeah, I'm having such a hard time. Okay, how about this? This would be crazy. A, he would never agree to it, and B, they'd never let him. What if he rebooted Star Wars: A New Hope?
Oh my God, I would die. I would die.
I don't think it's a crazy proposition that they'll do it eventually. And it's been 50 something years since that movie came out. Like
he opens the movie with the Death Star being blown up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then Luke is on Dagobah talking to Master Yoda about what happened or something. There's some amnesia in some of those movies, right? I don't remember. Does somebody have amnesia? Does Han have him? No, Han is blind after getting unfrozen in the third movie.
You have carbonite poisoning.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, all right. I just want to get your guys' take.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would have to be something like that.
Has amnesia. They gets his memory wiped.
Oh yeah,
that's true. That's true.
He remembers it's bad just in the nick of time.
But yeah, I don't know. He could make like.
I wasn't talking about that one. I was talking about that between the prequel trilogy.
Oh,
and the original
that's
trilogy.
right.
Yeah. Memory wiped.
Like, I don't know what's the biggest movie? I think Star Wars is probably the biggest movie in terms of just movie. Like,
there's so much.
It's not an adaptation of anything. It's so, but like, I don't think you could remake it. But like, yeah, he would need.
Well, the thing is, if you're talking about big in terms of like production, Star Wars is not a huge production. The original one.
It could be.
It could be, but I'm just saying, like, if you're talking about like what would be a huge undertaking, like legendarily difficult production, like Star Wars isn't really that.
No, that's true. Is there any property that you would like to see him adapt? Anything that you do think like fits his?
I mean, frankly, the boring answer, but the one I feel is I want to see him do whatever he feels like doing.
Oh, come on. No, put him in a corner, Diggins. My God.
We got to force him.
So my thought, okay, here was my thinking. Last two movies, he did like a historical thing, like, Oppenheimer.
The Odyssey is not historical.
Well, okay, whatever. But it's based on a thing, right? Like, he didn't come up with it, right? So, he did a thing that was in recent history and then a thing that's like ancient mythology, right? So smack dab in the middle of that, could he do something around like the Crusades?
Yeah.
Some like medieval times shit, right?
Like
he
that
can
Kingdom of Heaven movie.
He's going to do Kingdom of Heaven and he's going to do it good this time.
Sure. Yeah. But that could be big in scale, right? Like big battlefields, armor clanking around, like that's something.
He can remake Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
Ooh. He could cast This would be a pull, but he could cast Nando's favorite actor, Adam Driver.
He would be good in it. Probably.
He was already in The Last Duel. So now
He was in The Last Duel.
He was great in The Last
He's very
Duel.
tall. Yeah, that movie's good. Matt Damon, good in The Last Duel.
That's true.
Yeah.
Easy to forget he's in that one. Not because he's forgettable, but just like, does it feel like a movie he should be in?
Yeah.
And also, no one saw it.
And nobody saw it. Yeah, that's true, too.
That as well.
I think I'd like to see him. You know what? I don't know how. Like, I don't think people have taken shots at this, and I honestly don't know enough about it to know exactly what I would want him to do. But something in the Cthulhu area, something with that psychedelic horror thing.
Yeah, some
Lovecraftian. He does seem interested in horror,
cool.
and that is the stuff that is just too big to film.
Yeah,
for most people.
That's true.
So I kind of want to see him do that. I don't know what is there like a main book that's the one. There's that video game. You could do that. The one where you have sanity points.
It would depend, like what he would want to do. I mean, there's lots of like classic stories. I mean, there's the Call of Cthulhu, of course. There's At the Mountains of Madness, Shadow over Innsmouth. There's a lot of classic ones where you can, bury the racism.
That's the tough part about that. You
can bury it with a modern. You're pulling like characters and rules at that point.
He could get a co-writer. Oh, that would be so nice. And he could be a black person or something. That would be great. I would love to see that.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think he's the right choice for this. But like, what's his name? Victor Laval, I think, is a black writer who does like Lovecraft stuff.
Oh.
He did the Ballad of Black Tom, I believe.
From the X-Men? Yes.
That's right.
Everybody remembers Black Tom. They made a joke about it in Deadpool 2 because he was white. That's the kind of thing Elon's not okay with. Or is okay with. I don't remember. We made it almost the whole one without talking about him.
No, we talked about him at the beginning, remember?
Oh, did we? Oh, okay, yeah.
I was briefly worried that I was confusing this author with a football player who is also named that, but his name is Victor Laval.
This is a guy. Yeah. So it's the story, The Horror of Red Hook. A horror at Red Hook, but from the viewpoint of a black man. That's interesting.
Yes, The Horror at Red Hook is one of Lovecraft's most racist stories, which is a competitive category.
Yeah, that's the thing. This is the thing with them. I just don't know enough. Honestly, if they hadn't done it recently, I don't know if he would be good for this, but like Sandman or something like that would be something that I'd be like, let's see if Nolan can do it.
Well, unfortunately,
they already did a perfect job, and we never need to do it again or talk about it again or think about it again. Ooh, what about like Discworld or something? One of those like big worlds of stuff.
He's not the right choice for Discworld.
I know. He doesn't have the sense of humor for it. Although he is funny. This movie's not that funny, but he can be.
He can be funny, but it's not the same kind of funny.
Yeah.
Discworld is a very satirical kind of self-aware sort of humor that I don't think he would be good at.
Yeah.
Well, I think we got one more notch on this gear.
Yeah.
All right.
Just
I'm
one
going
more.
to spin.
Just one more, thank you.
Diggins.
Wow. It's already back to me. Who could have guessed?
Who could have guessed?
We've had some good times, haven't we, fellas?
I think so. This podcast, are we going to break the record for length on a pod? We might.
Maybe.
Nah, wait for Doomsday. That'll be so fucking long.
Oh my God.
We'll have so many things to talk about. So many things will be bad. So many things will be good. We'll disagree about which is which. Dr. Doom has a stupid accent. That'll be a long pod.
But no. Yes, I do have one last bite at the apple here. It's just a little wheel slice that says, "Why you gotta be such a bitch?"
Whoa.
Okay.
This is about Robert Pattinson.
Okay.
I want to talk about Antinous.
Mm.
Because let me tell you, they added That character is already a piece of shit in the poem. What? And they added stuff to make him an even bigger piece of shit in this one.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Is the thing with Elliot Page, is that part of it
completely made up?
Okay, that makes sense.
Sinon's not even in the Odyssey. Sinon is a character in these mythic cycles, but I don't believe he's mentioned until the Aeneid.
Oh.
Which is
they could just do that. He should just make the Aeneid and then just make the next one. Yeah, that's a great idea, actually. I don't know why I didn't think about that.
But yeah, so the whole thing about like he forced Sinon who was a little boy at the time, to go instead of him, and said like, if you go instead of me, then I'll give your family lots of money and you'll all be okay. And then he didn't do that, and his dad died in poverty.
Yeah.
And then Odysseus reminds him, little coward he is, right before he shows everyone that he's Odysseus. Which, if I'm Antinous, and he does that, I feel like at that point I'm like, well, this is Odysseus, right?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I mean, yeah. I would be like, either this is Odysseus or Odysseus sent someone to blackmail me or something. But either way, like, this is something. We're up to something here.
Mm-hmm.
I'd kill that guy immediately is my plan. And I know I'm breaking Zeus's law, but like it will be better for me in the long run.
If you're Odysseus at this point, you've broken every god's law. Like,
well, no, he's saying Antinous would have done.
Antinous should kill him in that moment.
Killed the beggar immediately.
Get that beggar out of there. I love that line. Very good. He's so cool.
But I think we also learn, I fucking loved in the big fight at the end of the movie, every time we cut back to Robert Pattinson, and instead of doing anything, he's just like, yeah, get him. Go pick up a sword. Come on. Try to stab him. You can do it. It's just like, it's so
what I do in video games. Just like, I found a machine gun. I'm not going to be useful, but you can have it, and then you use it. You know,
machine gun, you just spray and pray.
I mean, yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. But not me. I use it as a melee weapon.
What did you guys think about Robert Pattinson? Was he a good, hateable little guy?
Yeah, he makes his face very punchable. It's not that he has a punchable face, but he's able to like furrow his brow and do a tight little lip and like really narrow tight face. And it's like, oh yeah, I want to punch your tiny face.
I mean, he is both a shitty guy and 100% right. Like, there's nothing. He's like this. He shouldn't be being a jerk, but also Ithaca is without a king. It's been 20 years, guys. All the other guys are home. We should do something. Like, we should have a guy be king. And like, yeah, of course he's going to kill Tom Holland. That's what you do in king situations. That's not even unusual. So like, you know, should he be nicer to beggars? I guess. It's weird that we're letting beggars just show up to dinner to beg Zeus's at the table.
Law, Nando.
Yeah, and it's a dumb law, and he probably also thinks that because he's smart like me, and like he would be like, we got to get rid of Zeus's law and replace it with like Poseidon's law, a different one. But
I do think we are it is important, I think, to remember that Zeus's law is very important in a world where it might literally be the case that beggar is Zeus and will kill you if you turn out to be mean.
It's a good point.
Have you ever heard of anyone who got killed by Zeus for breaking Zeus's law? No.
I mean, they probably have.
That's true.
Fake news.
But then also, the other thing with Robert Pattinson is, I got nothing against the draft dodger. Maybe you should have been nicer to your friend or whatever and like not fucked up his life.
Honestly,
and like,
if he actually paid Sinon's dad, and like Sinon was like, yeah, he really kept all his promises, I'd be like, well,
yeah,
it's a little shitty, but I mean, kept his promise.
I mean, it's cool. The war is stupid. Everybody in the book knows it, or movie seems to know that, including Menelaus at the end, which is crazy. But like, he gets it. So like, you'd be like in his position. If you did pay back, and if you did take care of their parents, you'd be like, guys, I was obviously right. I should be in charge of you. Because, like, do you want to get sunk into another stupid war? like, even if we get Odysseus, like, we gotta start figuring something else out. So I don't know. He's a handsome enough guy, you know. Like, I'm sure, you know, what's her name isn't thrilled to have to give up Matt Damon, but you could do worse than Robert Pattinson.
It's true.
I mean, that's fair. Is it much of a downgrade? It's like, well,
I mean, he's almost got it at one point before he fumbles the bag.
He really does. He gets so close.
Because he's oh, you know, Odysseus is gone. You need somebody. I could be a really cool guy. You see Anne Hathaway's thinking about it. And then he's like, I'm probably going to kill your son, though. It's like, come on, man, just lie about that part.
He's like too good of a guy. He can't lie. Except for about everything.
Except for about everything else, yeah.
Everything else. Yeah, no, I like him. I think everybody that's painted as a villain in this movie is actually cool. Mostly him and Agamemnon, because they did have good wins. Look what happens when you don't have good wins. You get lost forever. So what are you supposed to do?
Nando says, sacrifice your children. It's the right thing to do.
Yep. Mm-hmm. You know, you may get stabbed by your wife. That makes sense. Like, but, you know, I don't know. You just gotta make peace with that, I guess.
We'll
he did what a hero would do. You know, he'd made the hard choice, like Spider-Man.
By all accounts, in the Iliad, the Odyssey, well, the Odyssey, he's already dead, so you don't really hear much from him. But basically, if you read any of this stuff, Agamemnon has always been dipshit supreme.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get Brian Cox in your movie to be nice and reasonable. Like, he's, but also, yeah, I feel like he has the stupidest armor ever. We've already talked about this, or, well, not talked about it. It's been talked to death. His armor's insane.
So cool, though.
It's meant to be imposing.
All armor is imposing. It's armor. Like, you can see a guy show up in what Matt Damon's wearing and go, next. Like, I could deal with this guy. No.
Matt Damon and his boys are wearing, like, armor. Like,
yeah.
I know it's not actually historical, but, like, you know, I see a classical soldier showing up like that, and I'm like, that guy's wearing armor. I mean, the Trojans are wearing fucking elf armor from Lord of the Rings.
They have really fancy armor.
And then Agamemnon is like straight out of a video game.
Yeah, Agamemnon so 3D cool. printed his one on the way here. Yeah. And I mean, Benny Safdie is also a huge piece of shit in the movies where he's used properly. So, you know, some would say he's the new Brian Cox. But speaking of pieces of shit, to answer the question, or to answer like the idea of the question, I really hope this begins Robert Pattinson's villain era because he's good at it. He plays good guys, handsome hunks like Mickey 17, for example.
Like how Hugh Grant's in his villain era?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of actors like that who are too charming by default. I'd like to see Tom Holland take a shot at it. Maybe that would work. You know, not that the Spider-Man thing isn't working, but like maybe be a good villain. I don't know. But like, I mean, Robert Pattinson, he said he had a really good time making this movie because he got to be a villain and that was fun for him. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, keep doing it. Find other movies. I mean, Dune, I believe he's a bad guy as well. Since he's part of the white bald guys or whatever. Although who's the real bad guy in Dune? Yeah.
Probably. Make you think.
Probably Jason Momoa. He was white in that Supergirl movie. Remember that?
Duncan, Idaho? Never.
Duncan, Idaho, yeah. But yeah, I like Robert Pattinson a lot. He's having a great year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good for him. I like it.
Yeah, good for him.
All right. I think we have some questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Is it woke?
According to the anti-wokes, yes.
Yeah. Like,
I mean, but according to, you know, it's not actually woke though.
It might be.
So as far as a movie of wokeness of like the theory of the movie, it's kind of anti-war, right? Like, but also it's kind of pro-religion and
be
God.
Kind to people.
Is it really? I mean, I don't know that it's pro-religion. I think it's just sort of taking the themes and ideas of the Odyssey where it's like the gods represent more like circumstance and fate than they do organized religion.
Sure, I guess him getting on the board and going into the sea and putting all of his faith in the gods seems like a very Christian way to end that, like, part of the journey.
See, I don't think that is what it's supposed to read as in the movie. It's more like he has to surrender the idea that he has control over everything and that, like, he can fix everything.
Because only one man can fix everything. He was actually a carpenter, you know.
He also got into a plank and put
it will be in 800 years.
Yeah, will be very soon.
Probably more, actually, because it was made roughly 800 BCE, but it tells the events of much before that.
Right. And Jesus is fictional, so it doesn't matter, you know. He isn't real.
There is a historical Jesus. It's very well attested.
I mean, I've met people named Jesus. That's true. But I don't know who, you know, which one of them was that guy.
Of Nazareth. You made a lot of Jesus.
Yeah, of Nazareth.
I
guess I've never been to Nazareth, so that would be, but he could be from Nazareth and not there at the moment. So, but so yeah.
I don't think it's really true going for an actually, as we understand it, religious message. I think it's not just anti-war, but also specifically about, like, I don't know that Nolan is specific. I don't know that Nolan is specifically taking a shot at, like, the let's say Andrew Tates of the world and, like, toxic masculinity, and I certainly don't think he would put it in those terms. But it is essentially a movie about this sort of hyper aggressive, like, war mindset, like everything must be all about domination and, like, control and you know, getting one over on people. Like, that is a poisonous mindset that is ruining society.
But it'll all be better in the end. Once you get on the boat, it'll be like, it'll all work out.
And you kill everyone you don't like.
Well,
everyone who has wronged you. Get them in a room and just shoot them all.
Well, okay. To be fair, those people are going to kill his son and him.
Maybe he shouldn't have left. Maybe he should have stayed behind, like Antonius said, or whatever. But instead, he did his stupid thing.
And there's a whole scene in the movie where Anne Hathaway is like, "You should not go," and he's like, "If I don't go, Agamemnon will kill our son, and if I take our son and we run away, Agamemnon will basically raise Ithaca to the ground." So
gotta kill Agamemnon then. That's the only answer.
How? He has armor that's indestructible.
I know,
the
that's
armor's
true.
Too good.
Catches baby before he throws it off the cliff.
Oh, God.
And then it's saved, and then the winds will kill him because he won't have favorable winds. And then you could put in a plan with Clytemnestra, and you'd be like, "Listen, I'll save the baby, but you got to kill him tomorrow." And then she would. Seems like she'd do it if he did kill the baby. Yeah. And then look at that, everybody's cool.
Nice.
What was the wokeness? I was like, it's very norm considerate. This movie, it's a lot about, like, war is bad, but it's worse if we do it in a way that is not with the norms of society. Is that woke? Is that conservative?
I don't know.
I would say that is maybe small c conservative.
Right. Yeah.
But
I don't know. I'm going to go with not woke.
I'm going to go with woke because, guys, we're forgetting the most important thing. They have cast black people to play characters that are traditionally considered not black. That is the wokest thing you can possibly do.
All right. Calling it woke.
I mean, but it made so much money, and it's continuing to make all this money.
I mean, the go woke, go broke thing, I think, is very understated.
I don't know. Look what happened to Moana, maybe? I don't know. What happened to Moana? Someone should figure it out.
The remakes are bad, and people are starting to realize it.
Yeah, especially when you do it in such close proximity.
But yeah, I guess it's kind of woke.
I'll go.
See,
for
that's
woke.
That's the thing about wokeness, though. So, I don't think this movie is intentionally woke. I think I think you have to be intentionally woke with, like, the casting thing. I don't think he was trying to be provocative.
He was trying to be provocative. That doesn't necessarily mean he wasn't trying to be, progressive. But also, I mean, this is partially a reaction-based thing, and the anti-wokes went really hard on being like, the Odyssey's gonna fail because it's woke. It's all woke now. The woke casting, Eleanor Troy should be a pristine Aryan goddess, not
a Greek.
Sydney
where my Greeks at?
Where's
John
Sweeney?
Stamos?
We only know one actress. Where is she in this movie? I don't see her. And they really planted their flag on this one, which was an obviously bad idea that really went against them. But
they're still figuring out how it's actually doing poorly. Like, there's a conspiracy about the Rotten Tomatoes score or something that they're cooking up.
Nice.
It's wild.
They're still on the whiteboard with that one.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Ben Shapiro's like, no, it's good. Calm down. Hey, doesn't matter. They're not Greeks.
Listen,
please, someone listen to me. I matter. No,
a broken clock,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he's wrong. I haven't listened to him. I'm willing to bet he's wrong about the reasons why it's good.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and also not going to, by the way. I haven't. I'm not going to.
I'm willing to give it woke.
All right, I'll give it woke
yeah,
too.
I think woke.
All right. Okay, Nando, could you defeat it?
Yes.
What?
Well, okay. Could I defeat which part of it?
All of it.
Odyssey.
Could you do the whole journey?
The whole thing, I could do better than him. All right, first of all, Cyclops situation. We're not leaving the boat. We're taking that one lamb. We're getting the fuck out of there. But even if we don't, we're all killing the lambs and wearing lamb skins instead of hay. We have lambs there. What's the point of the hay? Like, heel touches, you go, that's hay. But either way,
I mean, you say that like that part didn't work. It was fine.
Some of his guys got. He wouldn't even know we were there at all. He'd be thinking, "Wow, that was clever of them." Let's see. What was the other one? Would I get Cersei'd? No, I definitely wouldn't get Cersei'd. I'm very picky of food.
Spot,
yeah, I would not eat random food. Random wet food from a stranger? Yes, no, thank you.
But wet food is the best food.
I mean, look at those guys. They're loving it. They were going crazy. You know what? Also, I think as Odysseus, if I'm Odysseus, when they're like, we should go the other way. He would say that. So I wouldn't have said that. I would be like, let's follow our guy. Let's stick with the guys because he's going to get home probably. And if not, we'll just still be an army.
Yeah.
I would beat him. I'm bad at archery. So not that part. That part would be fucked. I can't really string a bow real strong. So that would be bad. I don't think I could blend in well.
Okay.
I think I would probably just stay on the island of lotuses and Charlize Theron's. That's actually how I would win the book.
You would never go back to your wife. That's just off the table.
Listen, it's a goddess powers. It's different. It's a different world, Telemachus, he's got it under control. I think he's going to figure it out. He seems like he's got a good head on his shoulders. He's pretty good.
By the evidence, if we're going by the evidence of this movie, that kid would be dead if you don't come back.
Yeah,
the Punisher will save him. He's my good friend from war. But yeah, no, so probably not. But except for yes, I would, because I would just go home the normal way. Hero.
Okay.
What about Joey? Joey from the actor from that movie you guys did last week. Joe, what is his name? Joe Taslim? How would he fare in this situation?
I mean, he would do sick judo stuff, and
would he be able to beat up the Lystragonians?
I mean, judo's all about controlling your opponent, right? It's by using your opponent's. Well, no, that's Aikido I'm thinking of. I don't know.
I feel like judo's also kind of that. The whole using their momentum against them.
Yeah,
quite. It sounds right.
None of us are judo experts, but I'll go with it.
Yeah.
So, maybe he could beat the Lystragonians.
He could beat them.
Maybe
he's
he
pretty
could
cool.
beat
He could do backflips.
The sort of metaphorical them receiving the treatment they have inflicted upon others.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he could freeze them with his ice powers from Mortal Kombat.
That's true.
Because he's pretty cool in that. Yeah. So I think Joey, as I call him, and I like, we go way
it's
back.
fun that you call Joe Taslim Joey and not Joey Iwagawa.
Yeah. I see. The thing is, I do like. I want to say I'm like a huge Joe Taslim or Joe Taslim or however you pronounce his name fan, but I feel like ever since that Mortal Kombat movie, I've been like, this guy's pretty cool. So me and him have like a, we're tight like that. I mean, and also like, excuse me, he's in that Warrior show, which is pretty cool. But I didn't finish it. But he's cool in it. He's a very good bad guy.
Oh, okay.
Not necessarily in that, but just in general. Like he's like a real. I assume, is he bad guy in The Furious? I can't remember. No, wait, he's the cop, or not the cop. He's the
Joe
investigator.
Taslim?
Yeah,
he's the journalist.
Yeah. But
or
yeah,
journalist's fiance, whatever.
Right. But yeah, so that's what I think. I think he could win the movie.
Probably.
I think anybody from The Furious or Mortal Kombat, except for Kano, could probably win the movie. Except for Kano and Cole, could probably do this better than Odysseus.
Because Cole couldn't even beat Shao Kahn.
Right.
Yeah, even though he's doing great. And then what do we do next week?
It's a good question. What are we doing next
week? We get a gap week before Spider-Man.
Yeah, it won't be Spider-Man time yet.
Won't be Spider-Man.
We'll have to figure it out.
Yeah. Well, we'll figure it out. Until then, do you want to get to our classic segment, DJ?
I would love to get to our classic segment.
All right, DJ, do you have anything to recommend to the fine people?
I have a really weird recommendation this week. I've been doing some traveling for work, and sometimes you're in a hotel and you're flipping through the channels and you see something.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear what pay-per-view porn he's recommending.
I just stumbled on an obsession. That's my new obsession. Not like the movie Obsession. Although if I did make a wish based on this, it would probably go awry. Gentlemen, have you heard of the American Cornhole League?
I have, actually.
I have not, but I got a pretty good idea of what it could be.
Yeah, it is professional cornhole. The weird thing about this sport is there doesn't seem to be a ton of nuance because, like, you see these guys, it's like, oh, they got it in. Oh, they got it in. Oh, they got it in.
Yeah, not a lot of technique.
But when I was watching, I was like, oh, this is going to be cornhole. And then I saw this, like, 10-year-old on the screen, and he's playing cornhole. And I'm like, how are they getting bringing these child labor laws to play cornhole? His name is Cash Chamness. He's one of the best cornhole players in the world. He like shoves these like old men who are like, oh, they're the best cornhole guys. Just like shoves them into a locker. And it's insane. It's insane.
I love to watch old men get embarrassed.
I was watching YouTube clips of Cash Chamness, and I was watching American Cornhole League just to see all the weird stuff with this kid. And I'm obsessed.
Wow.
It's a problem.
Recommending Cash Chamness.
No, American Cornhole League.
We're recommending the boy.
Not the boy.
DJ's
not boat
new
boy.
favorite 10-year-old boy.
Not
the boy in the boat.
Not Bean Boy. Yeah, I know it's a really weird one, but I've been watching an odd amount of American Cornhole League. I don't know. Do you guys have any questions, or is it like, that makes sense?
Why are they dressing this kid up like he's the Rizzler? I don't like this. He doesn't need a gold chain.
Listen, DJ, it's not a movie we did on the podcast this year, so I'll take it.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Wait, you forgot about that? When we did the cornhole story of Cash Chamness? Yeah.
This is the latest biopic that Tom Holland.
God,
doing.
I wish
Tom Holland, this is perfect for him.
I wish that movie existed, and I wish we'd done it.
Yeah, there's still time. They can make it. Grok can make it with AI, like it's going to make the good Odyssey. That Elon's working on as we speak. Yeah.
Well, that's my weird rec for the week. Diggins, do you have anything to recommend to the fine folks?
I do. I watched a movie on the Criterion Channel, as I often do when I need something to rec and I haven't done anything new this week yet. I watched a movie that came out last year, actually. It's not an older movie. A movie called Two Prosecutors. This is a Ukrainian film that is set in Russia or the Soviet Union in 1937. It is about a kind of idealistic inspector prosecutor who like goes to a jail in the middle of Stalin's purges to like check up on a prisoner. And it's a very like deliberate, very kind of, the actual events of what happened would be easy to describe in like a sentence or two, because a lot of it is just in sort of like the long drawn out like dialogues, or mostly just scenes of waiting. Because it's very much about the sort of like authoritarian bureaucratic nightmare that exists in states like this. You know, very much a sort of commentary on modern Russia via depiction of older Russia. But no, I found it very engaging, despite that sort of like deliberateness, or because of it, really. And also, by the end, very depressing. But I enjoyed it. And it's if you were interested, I think this is the only way it got a U.S. release. I don't think it came out in theaters. So you can. It came out it premiered at Cannes. It had premieres like in Europe, but I don't think it came to America. So this is how you got to watch it. It's called Two Prosecutors, and it's on the Criterion Channel. What about you, Nando? Anything to rec?
I mean, I'll wreck the thing that I thought you were going to wreck, which I watched this week and liked. I watched the Backrooms movie. It's pretty good.
I wrecked it back when I watched it in the movie theater.
Oh, right. You did see it in a movie theater. Okay. I wasn't sure because I knew it wasn't last week. Yeah, I think it was pretty interesting. I don't know if I'm curious enough about it to see more Backrooms stuff. I don't think I need to until they make the next movie. But like overall, I think it was a very well put together movie where it was doing something interesting. It had a very specific kind of like, metaphor, and like it had good themes, and they were still trauma, but it wasn't only trauma, which is nice. Like I feel like it had some specific things, and I'm like, we don't do this enough. And I like Chiwetel Ejiofor. He's a really, really good actor,
Yeah, he's fun though.
He's a fucking architect. Have you watched it yet?
Yeah, no, I haven't.
You should watch it. He screams that at the woman in the whatever her name is. Renée Zellweger. Yeah, she's a great therapist. Mm-hmm. I didn't know you could yell at therapists. Like I'm like, whoa,
they can't
buddy,
stop you, right?
Don't yell at her, right? But like, apparently you can. I don't know. Weird.
Yeah. I mean, didn't you see the movie with Conan? The one with
but that was bad. Like I feel like this was like this seemed to go okay, and I'm like, this is not she even checks on him later because she's like, he's definitely killed himself or whatever. But anyway, it's a good movie. I liked her in it enough. I liked him in it a lot. I liked her in it a lot too. I think she's giving a much, like I think he's one of those actors that I've just always liked in stuff, and I'm glad that he gets like a nice starring role here because he's frequently like second or third lead. I also love the dopey boy from Night of the Seven Kingdoms. He was pretty funny in this, and I like that show, so it reminded me that was cool.
Like that cool shirt he wore?
Yeah. What does it take place? It's like the 90s, right? Like it's somewhere in the middle of the 90s. Okay, yeah. It was a very 90s-y look, and like, yeah, the whole movie. DJ, have you like written it off, or would you watch it?
I would watch it. Yeah, I would.
I think you could handle it.
Nando might back me up here. Honestly, not that scary.
Yeah, like there's jump scares in that. It's one of those movies where you like run into a hallway first person, and then you turn a corner and there's a thing. But besides the 7 or 8 of those in the movie, it's mostly just kind of like, liminal stuff. Kind of like, ooh, what's this?
What about a vibe?
And then once you get to the end, it's like a lot of weird stuff that's pretty cool. Like, or at least interesting in a way that's like no other movie really does this. So I appreciated it for that.
Okay.
And then you go look at behind the scenes and you're like, that was just a guy.
I know. DJ would probably, well, I don't know if you'd recognize him.
What?
No, probably not, because you probably didn't see the other movie he's in. But have you seen the other movie he's in, Diggins?
I don't know offhand what movie that is.
I know. We'll talk about it off air because I don't want to spoil it in case DJ does eventually watch it. Although I watched like honest trailers and all those videos and stuff. Them for the Backrooms one is just that character in the frame. It's like don't do that. Put the main guy in it or something. It's like giving it away a little bit. Anyway, yeah, Backrooms. And then. All right. You know, there's so many great movies hitting VOD this week. Disclosure Day, VOD. Backrooms, VOD. Master of the Universe, VOD. Mandalorian and Grogu, VOD. So
if you point out that Nando put Disclosure Day in a list of great movies coming out on VOD.
I was going to say, if you want to watch one that's good, Backrooms is definitely the best one. And then the second best one, I think, is the He-Man one. I got to watch it again, though. But yeah. Well, you guys have anything to plug? DJ?
Just Roses and Rejections on the Pop Break Network. We wrapped up Love Island, and then we're on a break for a week, and then we're going to do Ultimatum Season 4.
Hell yeah. I was so excited when I heard about that on the pod where you mentioned it last week.
Yeah.
So I didn't know this was coming at all.
I know.
It's great.
Very excited, yeah. So check that out. Diggins?
No. What about you, Nando?
Videos and stuff, making videos about the Avengers trailers, the X-Men show, which I still like, although I didn't love this episode because the guy that wrote the show that got fired for stuff hates the characters I like, so he gives all their parts to Polaris. It's not good. He shouldn't do that. Polaris. I know. To be fair, he gave one of her parts to Professor X, but the Polaris episode should have been the Emma Frost episode, but instead it was the Polaris episode. Listen, I got nothing against Polaris. She's fine. But yeah, I like that show. So all that stuff's on my YouTube channel, Nando View Movies, Nando Cut, and TikTok and Instagram, all that stuff. Next week, I don't know, maybe do we have any debt? Could it be a debt?
Ooh, maybe
we
debt.
have lots of debt, as I understand it.
Yeah. There must be some debt kicking around.
So let's pull out some debt.
Maybe
pay down some debt.
Let's do some debt.
Yeah. Well, you guys, until then, I've been at Nando View Movies on Twitter.
I'm at Zippy by Day on all the things.
I'm at C. Diggins exclusively on Bluesky.
Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. We love you.